Okay. Hello. Wait, I gotta unmute you now. You were muted on my other screen. Hi, Astrolith. Hi, Nacho. Hi, Panda. Welcome. Yeah, I'm hosting. I'm co-hosting a podcast. Am I co-hosting? Is that what it's called?
Well, technically, I'm taking over your stream, and you're my guest.
Okay. Yeah. So this is my friend Tracy. Over here to my lovely side. I'm not gonna say left or right because I don't know. And yeah, we're gonna chit chat for a bit with everyone and then make sure we're all set up and snacks and stuff. And I'm gonna get myself a glass of wine at some point. And then we are going to talk about Ed Wood and Edward Scissorhands for Tracy's podcast called Off My Shelf. It is about all the movies that are off her shelf. And yeah, you can use, I made a little command if you want. It's under her name, but I'll type it in for now. I hate typing on this. Did I do it right? Yeah, I did it right. So there's a link to her blog that like has all the past episodes. I'm on 2 other episodes. I'm on Buffy the Vampire Slayer 1 and
Dead Like Me.
Dead Like Me. There's also a third one. There's a third one. Because there's I believe, was Buffy the one?
Oh.
There was one in the beginning.
Yeah, okay, so you did Buffy the Vampire Slayer with Breakfast of Champions.
Yes.
Remember that one? And, you did 500 Days of Summer and A Scanner of Darkness.
Yes, and I had lots of feelings about 500 Days of Summer, so...
You really did.
You guys should go listen to that one. Oh, so many feelings. Everyone, how are you guys doing? Astrolith, how are you doing? Nacho, how's it going? Panda, what's up? What's up, everybody? I'm still eating dinner as usual. Erika streaming. Just shoving food in my face.
I'm sorry. I got to put all the things on the socials. So done.
She's tweeting everywhere. I'm not tweeting. I'm just like retweeting. Tracy, can you see the chat on the stream?
Can, but if I could show you a picture of what my desk looks like, you'd realize technically it's there, but it's obstructed by a ring light and a microphone and alcohol and candy. So it's a whole thing.
Why don't you put it on your desktop?
My desktop.
Like on your computer. I thought you were putting it on you put it on your phone, right? Or did you put it on the computer?
Yeah, I guess I did both, actually.
So why don't you just put it on the computer?
Okay. Look, I'm the one taking over this stream.
Okay, I'm just going to sit here. You can chat with people then. I'll just hang out.
You're just going to hang out, chill, be cool with it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to sit here.
You're my guest. You have to talk. That's part of the thing.
Yeah, but like I'm going to let you manage chat then.
No, you've got to read all the questions and stuff. And hello, Nacho. I think I see Nacho says hi.
Nacho says hi. Astrella says, nice, good content. And she's looking forward to this.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I must technically we haven't started yet because I got to do like an intro and all that kind of stuff. But yeah. I have to say I'm kind of excited about both of these movies because I really enjoyed rewatching them. So off to a good start.
I'll save my feelings for when you start recording.
Yeah.
Oh, also I lost my notes. Hold on a second. I got to get that back up. I also put her socials underneath her picture. Mine are under mine, but they're like always there. So some of you already have them. Anyone that's new to my channel, just a reminder that like this is a special event. This doesn't happen often. I'm usually playing video games. Just so you're aware that if you follow, which I'd love it, that if you follow for this is not the regular content. So you're going to come back on Saturday morning and be like, what the hell? She's playing Animal Crossing. What is this? What is this nonsense? Yeah. But I'm playing Animal Crossing on Saturday, visiting islands.
And you're going to
enjoy
talking to Eric, I think it is?
Yeah. And he was wearing his Christmas sweater today. Today I only talked to Eric and Bruce. I've like completely forgotten that there's other villagers. I only care about the deer and the goat. Well, no, and the kangaroos. The 2 kangaroos, the goat, and the deer are the only islanders that I enjoy right now.
Wait, you don't know the kangaroos' names?
It's Kit and Astrid. I just didn't. It was just easier to say the kangaroos.
Gotcha. Yes, I do. Those are fun names, actually. I kind of like it.
Nacho was saying it's good to mix it up. And Eric is extra hot in the Xmas sweater. He is super hot, so good looking. I also highlighted where he like became self-aware yesterday. And it's in my videos. If anyone's interested in an Animal Crossing character asking about this all being a game. I got a little
question.
Yeah.
If a NPC in your game becomes self-aware, does that mean you've created Skynet?
I don't know what Skynet is. Astrolith, can you answer that question? I think you play Skynet.
You gotta no. Skynet is the entity that takes over the world in the Terminator films.
Oh, also, okay. We talked about this on Saturday night. I know you had been drinking a little bit, but I've never seen the Terminator movies other than the interactive game ride at Disney.
Disney, yeah.
Disney or Universal?
No, I think it was in. Oh no, maybe it was in Universal. Because I did one too.
Nacho knew it was Terminator, and I'm assuming his what is that I've never seen Terminator.
That is an appropriate reaction, Nacho. That is.
Oh, and now I'm fired. I'm fired now. Shoot. I've never seen it. But fun fact about the Terminator, he is the only character to appear on the top 100 heroes and top 100 villains list by the American movie something. He's the only character to appear on both. A few actors appear on both, but he's the only character to appear on both. Nacho says this is now Tracy's channel forever. Oh no. Well, it's too bad you can't change the name for another 2 months. But if you want, you can go follow her on Twitch and try and convince her that she needs to do this regularly, i.e. every 2 weeks when she does her recordings, because I'm trying to convince her that this should be a thing. She doesn't listen to what I say.
Well, I'm not denying the fact that this should be
he already followed you.
Awesome. But all I'm saying is it's actually getting the guest to be on like a video for Twitch. Is getting them to talk was hard enough. But getting them on actual video that'll be in places and other people can see them, that's a completely different story.
Yeah, I guess I'm the one that's just like, can we do video? I want to be on video, please. I love video. Hi, Oki. How you doing? I don't know how to pronounce your name. SBEH.
I'm going to say that that's Sarah, and she's cool.
Hi, Sarah. Sarah's already subscribed to Tracy on Twitch as well. Nacho's going to be talking a lot. That's fine, Nacho. Chat away. Oh, and then Sarah. Hello. Great. Thank you. Hi. Oh crap. I don't know how to mute my alerts. I couldn't figure it out. So,
we'll have some bleeps and blops in the recording. It's fine.
Occasionally there might be little noises that come and go.
Well, I mean, even where I live, there's lots of sirens regularly. There's the girl next door who likes to kick walls. There's fun stuff. It's fine. We'll make it work.
I closed my balcony door for you.
Oh yeah, all my windows are closed and stuff, but it's surprising how loud it can get in here sometimes.
Sorry, I'm answering questions in my Discord. That's Nacho anyways. It's just Nacho asking me questions. Okay, being big, unmotivated. How are you, lovely ladies, today? I'm also very unmotivated today.
I'm surprisingly having a good day. I got a couple of compliments from some work colleagues today, so that made me feel good.
Nice.
And now I'm doing this, so I'm all just like, yay! And also, I'm eating Skittles, so sugar. It helps.
I made the stupid mistake about posting about an open job on Twitter, and then had to mute the post, turn off all my notifications, and then eventually delete the post because I got way over 100 DMs about it, and I was just like, I can't. And also how the majority of you didn't listen where I said you need to be located in Toronto. Yes, we're remote now, but like we want you in office if we extend the contract and we go back to office. So thanks everybody. Yeah. Sorry, I'm checking. Okie, I hope you get motivated. How was your homework? Did you read? Panda followed you as well, Tracy. Astralis had the windows open all day. I had the balcony door open all day. It's just very noisy outside, and I wanted to cut out some background noise for Tracy so she doesn't have to cut it out later. Also, side note, my cat's a little high right now still, so if you hear any weird noises, he's having fun. He's just living his best life right now. I gave him some catnip today, which I kind of regret doing. Notch wants me to check Discord again. Oh, and Panda's room feels like an oven. Oh, hey, Scott, how you doing? I like the emphasis on if we go back to the office. Scott and I work together. Oh my God, so many things in the chat. I'm not used to my chat being like this. My chat's usually just like, hey, what are you doing? Are you doing something?
I'm actually very excited that people are so into this whole thing. I was kind of worried that people would be like, oh no, I don't care about this, or they won't come back. But now they're just like, yeah, let's chat about this. This is gonna be fun.
I think we picked a good movie.
A good movie. Okay.
Okay. I finished reading, working. Oh, okay, good. A 5-page paper. Oh my God, Tracy, do you miss homework and writing papers in school?
I do not, but as a person who's one of my hobbies is writing, writing is not that big of a deal for me. So, but being told what to write is a big deal for me. I don't want to write that. I want to write whatever I feel like. So, short answer, yes.
Oh, hold on. I can. Oh, mute alerts. Thanks, Nacho. Nacho told me how to mute my alerts. I muted them. I didn't pause them. So they'll still show on the screen, but like they shouldn't make noises now. I don't know how things work. I'm new. Yeah, Martin's flying high. Or he's sleeping again. It could be that. He could be sleeping it off again. And Najo's gonna have to lurk.
I'm just waiting for the point where Martin just like runs across the back of you, does something crazy, and just runs away. It'll be the greatest thing.
Yeah, but he does that when he's not on catnip.
That's true, but maybe it might be much more interesting now. I don't know.
Like he does that all the time. Astrolith also does not miss homework. I miss learning. I do not miss homework.
So Erika has control of my mic. So
Do you want me to turn you up? What's happening?
Apparently.
What? Oh, Tracy, your mic could be a little bit louder. That's me. I told her she was yelling things earlier.
I'm sorry that I don't have a proper indoor voice, but this is my speaking level. I don't think it's that loud, but what else?
Is that better, or should I make it louder? I'll make you louder. Okay, say some things now, and we'll see what Scott thinks.
Me mama moo.
That's what you choose to say.
That is what I choose to say. Yes.
Hey, Black Magic, thanks for stopping by.
Hold on, I can adjust this over here too.
Gonna go lurk. Nacho's gonna go lurk. Thanks, Nacho. Thanks for stopping by. Teensy bit louder. That's as loud as I can put her. So it's up to her if she wants to speak louder. That I can't make her any louder.
Is this better? Actually, let me check one thing.
I don't know. Astralis is saying me may mom oh moo. Oh my God, I couldn't even read it. I'm just gonna stuff some more food in my mouth.
Is this any better?
Oh, that's way better.
Yeah? Okay.
That's way better. Usually writing assignments don't bother me, but this one is so boring. Oh my God, I hope you get through it. I hope.
I do too.
Like, geez. And it's only the beginning of the school year, right? Is that
like a week, right? I think so.
Or is your school year different? Are you almost done? Scott's criticizing your mic placement.
I've noticed. As you can see, I'm already moving it. Is that better? I'm trying to make this work. I don't know.
Oh, you're in week. Wait. Okay, it's week 3. Okay, so you're on your 3rd week. Okay. I'm just gonna go get some liquids.
Okay.
You got chat under control? You can handle chat for a minute?
Yeah, I think I can handle it for a minute.
Okay.
It should be fine. Your school shut down for a week already, Panda? How long was it open? That's crazy. Yeah, apparently as soon as Erika walks away, I'm very confused as to what to do and what to say because this is not my realm of normalness. Hello, Oki. I'm trying my best. I usually just follow Erika as she streams and she talks and I make fun of her through the chat. And so I'm on the other side of this now, so it's fine. I'm not a huge game player anymore, Sarah. I spend a lot of time playing things on my phone, which makes me not really a game player. But what I used to play a lot when I was younger was a lot of like strategy games or just simple like fighting games. So a lot of like not WoW. I never got into WoW, but I loved Warcraft when it first came out and StarCraft, that kind of thing. But then a lot of like Street Fighter and I don't know. We did well, no.
Did you thank Scott for helping you?
Thank you, Scott. No, I didn't. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, I lost to words when you laughed, and it got very quiet for a minute, and people were just like, "What to do?" I don't know.
I agree with Black Magic that that phone games are still games. And Tracy, did you mention the one that you play on your phone a lot?
Oh, Star Trek Timelines that I'm sort of obsessed with. I don't understand this thing. Like, it makes no sense to me.
Did you? What was I tagged in on? No, this wasn't you.
Yeah, my thing is, if you guys have never listened to my podcast before, one thing you will realize very quickly, I do have a slight obsession with Star Trek. It can be a problem, and well, problem's a strong word. I think it's a great thing to be obsessed with Star Trek, so it's fine.
I'm just gonna post in our wine group.
Oh, okay. I'm very happy to know that some people still think phone games are real games. It's fine.
I don't have any games on my phone. Star Wars.
Yeah, I've got like 2 games. Like I literally just have the Star Trek game, and I think I have Scrabble on my phone right now, and that's it. And Scrabble I downloaded simply because I couldn't physically see other people, and they're like, Scrabble this, Scrabble that. I was like, all right.
I do play the tic-tac-toe game on Snapchat. That's a game that I play.
That kind of counts, doesn't it?
I think so. Panda wants to know if you like any Mario games. I'm guessing it's for you because everyone that's my follower knows I'm playing Paper Mario. And hopefully Luigi.
I honestly don't have a favorite Mario game simply because I did not grow up with consoles. I grew up with computer games. So I never hugely got into it. But saying that, I kind of enjoy them. I think they're fun. They're really good at coming up with different concepts for like all of it. So I think it's really cool. Like you had like the planets and now Paper Mario and just, the Luigi's Haunted Mansions and racing and all that kind of stuff. I think they're very cool with that.
I want Luigi's Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really want Luigi's Mansion. But like, if anybody has the physical game and wants to lend it to me, that would be super helpful.
Yeah. Well, we're coming close to 7:00.
Sorry, I have a question. Yeah. What's DS9?
Deep Space Nine. Star Trek Deep Space
Star Trek?
Nine.
Okay.
Yes, it is one of the series. It overlapped with TNG, which is the next generation. Sorry. As soon as I said it, I was like, oh, you won't know.
That's okay. I also just want to point out one thing. Oki has mentioned that there's a game called I Love Hugh. that's a color game that helps fall asleep. I'm gonna message that. I'm gonna hopefully remember to tell my friend that could help using sleep, I guess.
I love you. I need that game, to tell you the truth. That'd be great.
Can you stop, please? Stop it.
Oh, Martin's doing something. It's fine.
It's fine. I like that it looked like you were looking to see if you could see what was going on over there.
No, just trying to get see the chat, what's going on. And then I realized, oh yeah, I have it on the screen and on the phone in front of me. So I could just look at the phone instead of craning my neck around the microphone. So that's always fun.
Yeah, so you'll still see it, and you'll see it in the same time I see it, because there's a delay.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that's throwing me off too, because every time I look at the screen, I see the delayed reaction to things. I'm like, no, she stopped talking. Why does it look like she's still talking? This is crazy.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, if you want to start. It's not quite 7 yet, but
yeah, yeah, we've got 9 minutes. So the reason why I'm doing this, I've got to do just an intro to the podcast, because what's going to happen is after this, I'm going to just edit this down a little bit. We need the intro for just the audio podcast version, which is going to be up next Monday. So if you guys can find the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, that would be great. And you'll get to hear all this stuff again if you like.
Hold on. You can also, if you forget, you can, or you come late, you can put off my shelf in and you'll get links to her things.
Yeah.
There you go.
So that links to the website, which has links to, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Stitcher. But it's also available just pretty much anywhere. Any aggregate should have it, all that kind of stuff. So it should be good.
Cool.
Yeah. And it's fun.
Oh my god. My allergies. I'm just like, I'm gonna go to take. Can I take a hot second to go take an allergy pill?
Yes, you can take just one hot second, and it's too late now. You're stuck talking too much. She's ignoring everything that I'm saying. I'm fine.
Trapped. I can't get out.
I have to say, Panda, I've never heard of Friv and Bad Ice Cream or Eye Cream. What are those? Sounds interesting. She's back already.
Yeah, sorry. I also looked at where Panda said when I was young, the computer games I played are called 5, I think, and Bad Ice
Cream.
Eye Cream?
Yeah.
It made me think of the video games that I played when I was a kid, and it was Duke Nukem.
Oh yeah, Duke Nukem, yeah.
But good. It was back in 2D, right? Everything was 2D. Yeah. And we played Treasure Mountain, which was a DOS game that you had to boot up through the DOS. And it was on a floppy disk.
Sorry. So the thing is, to get on Spotify, Asterisk is a very different process for everywhere else. And you pretty much have to be kind of famous to get on there. I've submitted the podcast to be on there, but they never got back. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm sorry. No Spotify. I've gotten that complaint quite a few times already because it's in so many other places. They're like, why not Spotify?
I actually don't listen to any podcasts on Spotify.
I don't use Spotify at all.
Oh, I do because it's free through our phone plan. But I watch the one podcast that so there's 2. Yours I listen off your website. And then the other one I listen to, they post the YouTube recording of it. So I just watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, so that works.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's just whatever is easiest. It really depends what device is in front of me at a certain point in time. Because if I'm on my phone, I use Google Podcasts. If I'm on my computer, I just go whatever website it's on and I press play. So it just depends. It goes back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, and Spotify is good for if you're not at home, I guess.
Yeah. And one of the, I'm sorry, I'm just responding to Panda over here. One of the old games I remember, like this is really old. I used to love this game. It was called Commander Keen, and it was like a 5-inch floppy. And you had to like, whatever, Commander Keen, go in there and jump around. It was great. I'd love to find that game again.
I feel like we had that too.
Yeah, I think it was a relatively well-known game.
Floppy disks. DOS. When you couldn't, like, there was no like fancy setup for programs. You had to be like CD dot 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 ls.
Yeah.
CD dot 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 ls. Like, you're just like, get me back to the folder. Gosh.
Or like you even like I remember you used to have like to type win to start Windows, because it wasn't like you turn it on and Windows started. It was DOS, and then you did everything through that, and you'd go out of it to get other things and whatever. It was such a time, so long ago.
Oki says that they used an old prepaid Visa for a YouTube Premium trial, and it keeps telling them that it declined, but it hasn't taken away the premium. Oh.
Well, I guess you're winning at that point in time. That's good.
I will have a prepaid Visa soon, because I get $500 for moving into my new unit.
Sweet.
Yeah, but I'm spending it on IKEA.
Oh yeah, you got to make that place look nice.
Well, no, I'm upgrading my desk to a bigger desk. But I'm also returning the old desk.
Okay. Gotta get things for your walls and stuff now.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get more bookcases for my non-existent books. Because I have an e-reader. Oh, Neopets. I was too old for Neopets, I think.
Oh, so was I.
I feel like I was like right on the I was like right on the cusp of it. I was just slightly too old for Neopets.
Well, there were so many things.
Oh, I should scroll to the top of my notes. Are we going to talk about Ed Wood first?
Yeah, I usually go in chronological order. So unless you're very against going with.
No, I want to go with Ed Wood first.
Okay.
The people across the walkway from me are having their fire alarm is currently going off. Oh, it's done. Okay.
It's done.
Our fire alarms flash. So like instead of just having sound, it's like huge flashing. Like it's just a giant flashing light, and I could just like catch it out of the corner of my eye. I had that earlier this week. We had that yesterday. I was on a team call. Scott was on the team call. I had to mute myself and then yell things over the fire alarm.
That literally happened to me today. I was in the middle of a call and it went off, and they're like, "We're gonna hang up on you so you could leave your building in case you're dying." I'm like, "Oh, okay, thanks."
Oh, I just stayed. They're like, "Should you go?" I'm like, "Nah." They told us to stay last time. Hello, Cal. Come on in. How you doing? Panda wants to know, would we prefer Apple Music or Spotify? I prefer Spotify. I don't know what Tracy uses. What do you use?
Well, I'm on Android, so I wouldn't use Apple Music.
No, so what do you...
Well, there's Google Music and
what are other
Google Podcasts and stuff.
I'm like, what are other music things? What is this?
But I also have my own huge personal collection of music, because I used to do this thing called buying CDs. And I just have all of it digitized that I paid for, and I just listen to it in these huge lists that play on and on for years. So.
Yeah, no, I sold all those to BMV along with a good chunk of my books.
Yeah, you know me. I'm a collector. I have things.
That's why you have a podcast about all the DVDs off your shelf. Yeah. And you're on season 2 and we're only in E?
Technically, we're in year 3 because year 2 ended in July. So and we're only on E.
Yeah. Yeah. So if that gives you any idea of the amount of movies that Tracy owns, we're in season. I'm calling it a season. We're in season 3, and we're only on E. We're on ED. Yeah. We're on the. Are there more E's?
Are there more E's? I think there are a few more E's actually. Yeah, we've got Election and Equilibrium, and those are my last E's.
I remember the B's fondly. I was in one of those near the end. Just a reminder, if you do enjoy this, although I would love a follow, I think if you want to go give Tracy a follow, that'd be great. It's Off My Shelf. I thought you were going to go with the Oh My Shelf so that it was consistent.
Well, see, my problem is I did it the wrong way. What I did was I got the podcast name, and then I was like, "Ooh, let me get the email and let me do the thing," and then those weren't available. So I was like, I gotta switch it up a little bit.
I would suggest in 2 months when Twitch lets you change your username, change it to Oh My Shelf so that they're consistent. Yeah, because I'm in the process of updating so that all of mine have an underscore at the end because I can't get Hi, I'm Erika without the underscore on Twitch. But so if you do enjoy it, go follow her on that. I'm trying to get her to do this more regularly if her guests, I guess, will allow it. But you can always just do like them as a voice and just do your video as a thing.
Yeah. That's true. I can do that as well.
Yeah, and then you can do like movie streaming nights. Because you can like,
oh my God.
There's a thing now. There's a thing with Amazon Prime, which I know you don't have, but like if you want to do it at my house, I have it. And then we can you can watch a movie with your followers. I haven't tried it.
My problem is that I am one of those people that if I'm watching a movie for the first time and it's like a quality movie, I'm not talking about like, Sharknado or something where you're supposed to yell and scream at it and it's because it's stupid. But I will be like, why are you people talking? Please be quiet. I am concentrating on the film.
Okay, so I'm never going to stream a movie with you. Because I talk constantly unless we're in the theater. And not constantly. I'm always just like, wait, did you see that? Did you just see what happened? No. Like,
what are you talking about? We saw a movie together quite recently, and you did talk quite a bit through it, but also it was a bad movie, so it's kind of okay.
I did not talk quite a bit through it. I said like 4 words because I was like, what the fuck just happened? And then at the end, you looked at me and you said that was stupid. And I was like, great, we're on the same page.
I think my exact words were, that was bad, right? And you're just like, oh, thank God, yes.
It was so bad. Astrolith is saying, I think Equilibrium is a movie?
Equilibrium is a movie. It's a great movie. Yeah.
I couldn't find your YouTube earlier because I was looking up Hi, I'm Erika. Doesn't work. You have to type it did post a link in my Discord though, because I did. Tracy, I don't know if you saw. I posted a vlog this morning, everyone.
Oh, did you? Oh, I've got to check that out after this for sure.
It is nonsense. I don't know if anybody's watched it yet, but it's like just pure nonsense of my weekend. Tracy's in it, so it's there if anyone's interested. I cut some things out. Oki says it was great. Okay. Great. Maybe I'll do another one this weekend. I don't know.
Yeah. You might have to. You got to keep it up. You're doing a good job.
We are going out on Friday night.
I'll make sure it's entertaining. Don't worry.
Okay, cool. So it's after 7. Do you want to?
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just going to do the intro and then we start talking about the movies. And if you guys want to jump in, ask questions about the movies, or we regularly go on huge tangents and stuff just because of the content of the films in general. Just hop in there, ask questions, interact. It's fun. I
will say I already opened the IMDb page for one of the movies to like pre-save myself from having to type that in.
Okay. So did I. I've done quite a bit of Googling before I even got here today, which is not something I usually do. I usually end up doing it in the middle of the whole thing. So, yeah. I'm
also drinking wine on this, which I've never had alcohol on a stream before.
I always drink during my records, but we'll see how this goes. And eat candy, like I said. But yes.
Crap, I don't have any snacks.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, before, it kind of became a tradition when we were allowed to have people at my place and we do the recordings together, where I'd be like, well, we can't have things that are crunchy and loud, so they can't just bring dinner, and we can't have, like, knife and forks on plates and all that kind of stuff. So I just have, like, bowls of candy everywhere, and people just pick at it, and now I'm just like, if I have to sit down and do this, I need candy. It's a thing.
I don't have any candy. Oh yeah, and Nacho's made a good note that you can clip things from this as we go along if you feel the need.
Yeah.
Everybody. All right, cool. I'm ready. It's recording. So good whenever you are.
Sweet. Hello, my name is Tracy James, and welcome to Off My Shelf, a podcast about movies that are well off my shelf, where we go through my DVDs and talk about the movies in my collection. We're doing a very special episode this week, as I have taken over my friend Erika's Twitch stream to record the episode live. We'll be talking about the movies Ed Wood and Edward Scissorhands while we take questions and comments. Welcome!
Hello.
Thank you for being here this week, and thank you for letting me take over your stream.
Thanks for letting me kind of talk you into this.
Yeah, you did actually have to work quite a bit to talk me into doing this, because I was like, nobody wants any part of this.
Yeah,
and then
but
I was like, okay.
Because I was always, when I first started, I was like, nobody wants to watch me play video games. But they do. A handful of 5 enjoy it.
Well, honestly, like, so my brother watches a lot of Twitch, but he's not really on it. And I never really understood the appeal of it until you started being on it. And I was like, oh, let me give it a shot. Let me check out, what she's doing and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, see why people can do this. This is kind of fun. It's like having just somebody, like a friend, talk over here, and you can do things together, and it's good. Chat back and forth. What else?
Yeah. You were on my Twitch stream when I first started. We played Lego Marvel superheroes together.
Yes, I did. I invaded your stream because we hung out too long, I think. And I was about to leave, and you're just like, just stay and play the game. I was like, all right, done.
Yeah, actually, I think that's what happened.
It was actually pretty entertaining when it happened. I was like, what am I doing and who's looking at me? I don't know. I'm playing video games.
No, there was nobody. I don't think there was anybody looking at that time, because that was my first few streams were off the Xbox, so I didn't have the video set up on it.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody saw us at that time.
Oh, okay. So then I had nothing to worry about. It was fine.
Oh,
I did a lot of waving at screens and stuff.
Sorry, we forgot to say one important thing. This entire 40 minutes. Yes, Nacho, Tracy and I know each other in real life.
Yes.
Apparently we forgot to mention that we're friends in real life. We used to work together. I quit the company, then I made Tracy become my friend.
She did. She coerced me and lied to me about what was happening, and she was just like, "You're my friend now." And I was like, "Well, now I'm stuck, and now I have to be here."
Yeah, pretty much. It was. I remember it specifically. I accidentally left my visa in my desk, and I needed her to take it home so that I could pick it up the next morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I actually did, but then I think I invited you to come hang out and have wine with us one night.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I like drinking and being with people, which is something we can't do anymore, but still, at that point in time, we were allowed to do that, and then it turned into more. And, but I'm kind of okay that you coerced me into being your friend, because you're kind of great, so it's fine.
Yes. Okay, cool. That's it. Yeah, so we do know each other in real life.
Yeah, so first tangent down. We're doing it.
Done. Already got to start. Solid start.
So, like I said, we're talking about the movies Ed Wood and Edward Scissorhands, which are both Tim Burton movies that are perfectly in alphabetical order, which makes me very happy. Because what I like to do is pretty much just go through my collection of movies in alphabetical order, and sometimes I have to move things around just to make things work properly. Because if I have like collections and all that kind of stuff beside a single movie, I got to move it to the end or before. But this just worked out perfectly. And I have to admit, I'm sort of cheating on this episode because I could not find my copy of Ed Wood, but it was on my list, which, as a giant nerd that I am, I have an access form that I enter any collectible that I have in it. And that's how I produce my list of movies and how I do my scheduling and stuff based on what the movies are. And it was listed there. And then I went to my shelf, couldn't find it. And I was like, should I still do this? Should I not? I still did it. It's fine. I got a digital copy. We're making it work. But I do have my physical copy of Edward Scissorhand, and that was fun to watch.
Which I did not have, and spent. Was it Monday night that I messaged you, being like, no, it was Tuesday. I was like, it's not on Canada Prime. You're like, okay, try this. I can't get it on Crave. okay, try
Check
Disney.
it.
Try Disney Plus. And I was like, oh, okay, we're good. And then I finished it right before we jumped on to make sure that the setup was still working today.
Yeah, I sat down and watched it, like midnight on Tuesday or something is when I watched it. Yeah, like a crazy person who never needs sleep, apparently. It's what I do. And but I enjoyed staying up watching that movie. I keep forgetting what a lovely fairy tale it is, even though it can be kind of strange.
Can we talk about Ed Wood first, though?
Yeah, let's talk about Ed Wood. Hi, Alan Twitch 3D. How's it going?
I have very little notes on this movie.
I actually have quite a few notes on this movie.
Okay.
One of the first things I said was like, first of all, my first note is I love the principal from Ferris Bueller, who plays, the guy who does like the fortune telling and all that kind of stuff. And his real name is Jeffrey Jones, and he's fun. Why are you looking confused?
Sorry, one thing. Quibber manic. Try it without the dash. Just the exclamation mark and then the words. I'm looking at like you because I don't remember there's somebody doing fortune telling.
Yeah, so in Ed Wood, as the movie opens, there's like a coffin that opens and like somebody like comes out of the coffin. It was like, we're about to tell a tale, blah 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 blah.
Did I watch the right movie?
God, I hope you watched the right movie. Was the movie in black and white?
It was the link you sent me, but I guess I just don't know half the things that actually happened in it because I could not get into it.
Really?
I could not get into it. It started playing and I was just like, that's cool.
Wait, but that's like literally the opening scene. So what turned you off that quickly? Like, this is blowing my mind.
So my first note is when they were reading the review in the paper, and that she has a horse like a face. Yeah, horse
like a horse.
Yeah, but I wrote horse like a face.
Okay, first of all, I thought that joke was really funny.
No, what?
Because there was a it may have been an actual review from that time period, but also the character was played by Sarah Jessica Parker, who
gets that comment.
Who gets that comment all the time, and I still remember on Family Guy, they made a horse joke.
Yeah, and that's why I wrote it. That's why I wrote it down too. That's why I wrote it down too. I was just like that. So that's my first note. So is that like in the play? Is that part in his play?
Like, cause she had a part in his movie.
No. Like, but your part about the Bueller principal being in a coffin, is that in his play?
No. As the actual movie opens, it sets the scene for what comes after. A la like Shakespeare and the announcer and all that kind of stuff. And there's like, as soon as the movie opens, it says it has like a big screen, says before Ed Wood. Then there's like it's black and white. There's a coffin and a guy comes out of a coffin and he sits up and he's like, we're about to tell you a tale of, Ed Wood and blah, 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 just explaining the movie that's coming up. But also within the movie, he plays a character who's this like fortune teller dude who just says a bunch of nonsense most of the time.
Oh, cool. Okay. That sounds like a fun opening.
It was a fun opening. I thought it was really fun. Apparently, it lost you immediately, and you were just like, forget it. His character's name was Griswell.
Oh, so I have a note at the end that Griswell has departed from our dimension.
Yeah, when they had like the notes of like where they were in that time period. Yeah.
Yeah. I also wrote that I had to look up two people that I'm now realizing I never Googled. Yeah. Right. So
the fact that we're already confused and we've just said one thing so far.
What are words? No, so like I didn't hate the movie. Mm-hmm. I just like it didn't hold my attention.
Okay. It might be because the movie is actually made in the style of films that were made in that time period.
No, because I like those movies.
Yeah, but have you ever seen an Ed Wood movie? I think
No,
that's the
but like I've seen
problem.
like Dracula and like other movies from that time. I don't think I've seen an Ed Wood movie, but I've seen other movies
Mm,
from like that time.
okay, so maybe I don't know. Then I don't actually have an excuse for me because like I've watched movies like what is it? Them, for example, which is about like giant ants taking over
Hmm.
the world and because of, nuclear whatever. And like this is exactly like that. Like too much shadow, too little shadow, weird angles, overacting, like it perfectly for me set the time period. But I think there's a camp level that's a little bit higher because it is an Ed Wood film, which is it's just like it's supposed to be a little bit ridiculous. It's supposed to be a little outlandish. It's supposed to be a little bit extra, if you know what I mean,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and there
It's where like a director like John Waters gets a lot of his inspiration from that kind of thing. Like if you watch the original Hairspray, for example, like that movie is just so over the top. Like
Oh, I like
it's
that movie.
strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that movie. We watched that on a bus to New York.
Did you
Um
watch the original one or the new one?
we watched the original one.
Yeah, the original one's kind of great.
Yeah.
I actually surprisingly liked both
The
versions
new
quite a
one's not
bit.
bad, but like the original I'm also like I like original things better usually.
Yeah. I
And
mean, but there's a lot of like remakes that are on par, I would say, with the original, but on average, they sort of like lose something when somebody's just trying to redo it.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not really too sure. I don't know. Like the movie had me at the beginning. It was a little bit slow, but it relatively had me early, and I was like, I'm into this.
Yeah, it might
Um,
have been that it was slow in the beginning that I just couldn't pay attention to it. Like I did enjoy watching it. Don't get me wrong about that. Like it's not a terrible movie. I just like my notes compared to Edward Scissorhands is like maybe a third cuz
oh, okay.
I was like so into Edward Scissorhands, but I just and like I would like I enjoyed Ed Wood, but I just don't have like a few things on it.
Fine. Like, I mean, there are times where I have like my biggest problem, especially if I really, really like a movie. That's when I usually have the least amount of notes because
Oh,
what
okay.
happens is I start writing notes and then I just get lost in the movie and I'm like, shit, the movie's finished. I didn't write anything down, and so that's a real problem. And but then there's also the point where, like, if it's super, super, super bad, then I have very little notes because I'm like, I'm not paying attention to you. So what am I writing notes on? I'm playing on my phone. I'm doing other things.
That was
But then there's this. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say that was Breakfast of Champions.
Oh yeah, Breakfast of Champions was brutal.
Black Magic just wants to point out that like the shot for shot remake of Psycho.
Tell you the truth, I did not like the like. I understood it was a shot for shot, but the recasting for me just didn't work. I was like, this is it doesn't have the same feel to it, you know.
Yeah.
They also didn't they also do that with like The Omen as well, if I remember correctly, because I remember seeing that one too. And I was like, this is almost exactly the same, but it's not scary. What is happening? So I hate
I
when
don't
they do
think I've
that.
seen the remake of that one.
Yeah.
I don't like horror movies. I prefer the horror movies from like black and white time period because they're not as scary. Like it's all the music that builds up to it versus like nowadays horror films are CGI and like scary people in the dark and I don't do well with that.
Yeah, no, I'm not a huge horror fan either. But I do have a soft spot for like comedy horror. So like Cabin in the Woods, for example, is a movie that I think is absolutely great. It is legitimately scary, but it's also funny. And so because of the laughs in between the stabbing and all that kind of stuff,
Is
I can
that
get over it.
is that the one that you made me Google in a scene on YouTube in the bar? I feel like you
No?
did. I feel like you did, but I don't want to talk
For
about it.
Cabin in the Woods? I don't
Yeah.
think it was Cabin in the Woods.
Is that a remake? Like, is there original and then a remake of that?
No, not of Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, okay,
No.
then no.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
wait. Cabin in the Woods was supposed to be funny.
I mean,
I don't
yes.
know.
Yes,
Okay.
it was.
So back to Ed Wood. We've tangents. There's going to be way more tangents than usual, I think.
Oh yeah.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So the first movie that he made, about the transvestites, was that what it
Yes.
was about? Yeah, nothing.
Glenn and Glenda.
Yeah, nothing happened to it, right? Like they made the whole movie and then they just never aired it
They didn't.
until after, I guess, after he died. I think they said then that like
Yeah.
his movies took off.
So what they were saying was that they didn't release it in Hollywood. They sent it to somewhere, and they had it in like 2 theaters, and it wasn't really played. But also, it was a horrible movie because Ed Wood, if you watch this movie or you read anything about his life, he's a horrible director.
Oh
He's
yeah,
a horrible filmmaker. He wants to tell stories, but doesn't want to actually take the time to tell the story.
no, because
Which is crazy.
there's so many points where he'd just be like, "All right, wrap it, cut it, that's it," and they're like, "But like the thing fell over. Should we not reshoot the scene?" He walked into the door frame and he's like, no, it's good, it's fine, it's great. And we're like, "Are you? But like it will take 2 minutes. We should probably redo it." And they're like, he's like, "No, it's fine. Let's move on."
Yeah. Well, that was because at one point I think they were trying to upsell him, and they were saying that, oh, he's so fantastic. You know, you have all these studios wasting money doing like 3 and 4 scenes a day, and Ed Wood, he can do 25 to 35 a day, and you're just like, if you think about it, that is absolutely crazy. And as a person who's been on a film set and seen how this works, it is impossible to do 25 scenes in a day unless you just don't care about things, and it's crazy.
Which he did not care about things. He was like, "It's fine."
Not. Yeah.
It's fine.
Because for him, every one shot was perfect every single time, and you're just like, it wasn't perfect. Everybody around him was like, it's not perfect. You need to do something else with it. And he's like, it's fine, it's fine. So I don't know. I think the only reason why people know Ed Wood is because he's more infamous than famous, right? He's infamous for being one of the worst directors ever. And I know now we have movies like what's that Tommy Wiseau movie? The Room. You have movies like The Room and all that kind of stuff. But like he's infamously like made the worst movie ever made, which was Plan 9 from Outer Space. And at the end of the movie, he says, he's like, this is the movie people remember you for. And it's true. They really do remember him for that than anything else.
Because it was so bad. That was also one of my points was when they went to his first premiere. I don't remember which movie it was for. But they kind of like the audience was going nuts and was throwing everything. And then they went outside and like their tires were getting stolen and like the car was getting taken apart. I couldn't tell when the audience ran out onto the street if they had liked the movie they watched or if they hated the movie.
I'm really feeling they hated it. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Okay, because I couldn't tell if they were just super excited about it or if they just really hated it.
Yeah, I'm on the part where they really, really hated it, and I think that was for Bride of the Monster, if I remember correctly, in the movie. One thing about this Monster. Yeah, because within this movie, they talk about him making 3 movies, and it's Glenn and Glenda was first, and Plan 9 from Outer Space was second. I remember those specifically.
No, there was another one.
Yeah, and the one in between, I think, was Bride of the Monster, and that's the one that had Bela Lugosi in it as well.
Yeah, he was in it because him and Van, what is her name? What is her name in it? She's a vampire.
Oh yeah, it's not Vampirella. Oh, Vampira, yeah.
Vampira. She's helping him go down like the aisle, and they're getting like mobbed, and like guys are just like grabbing her boobs.
Yeah.
So it must have been that one.
He thought it was great, but everybody else was like, "That's a failure." He's like, "No, I'm telling the stories." You're just like,
that's why I was confused if the audience liked it because he was like, "They love it, everybody loves it," and then they're like throwing stuff. I'm like, I don't think they love it.
No,
I don't think so.
Well, and I think that's part of the sad part of the story where you think about he obviously has some sort of I'm gonna call it psychosis because like there's no way you can see that and think about that and be like, everything is great, everything's fine, let's do this again. But he was just like, no, I'm going to make it. But he also wasn't actually putting in the effort to make it, like
Yeah.
you typing out a screenplay in 3 days and making a movie in 4 days is not a good way to tell a story. I mean, I'm not saying it can never be done.
Okay, but hold on. Wait, say the timeline again. Like the schedule.
So in this movie, he wrote the Glenn and Glenda script in 3 days. That was his timeline. And then he filmed the movie in 4 days.
Yeah, so is that not our plan for our Hallmark movies?
No. They're usually like movies usually take weeks to make. So like,
yeah, but
to
not
film.
Not Hallmark.
Oh yeah, at least like 2 weeks it'll take to film. And writing a script and going back and forth and editing stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if it takes longer than that. But like if you have like but the type of movie Ed Wood wanted to make was big fantastical films. And when you think big fantastical films, you think of movies like the Marvel movies, or you think of Alice in Wonderland, or you think of I don't know, like Cinderella. And those movies take months to make, and it's not just writing the script, but it's also getting the sets right and getting the costumes right, and making sure you have the angles correctly and making things look real. Where he's just like, no, we have spaceships, tape 2 paper plates together and just have them on a string, that's good enough. And it's like next scene,
the motor in the octopus, they're like, it's dead, we screwed it up, can you just like flap the arms while you're being attacked by it? And you like watch it and I'm like, you can tell he's doing it though, like you can tell he's pulling the arms on him, and you're just like, okay, that's what you're putting in the movie. Okay, that's what you're putting in the movie.
But when he yelled cut, he was just like, that was perfect. Next scene.
Hi, sweet little bean. That's Kelly. Just so you know. And Oki says that Google says it takes Hallmark 2 to 3 weeks for filming. So you are correct on that one. Okay.
Yeah. But then also that you have to add editing on top of that. So that, I'd say like editing and all that kind of stuff, like just the making of the movie is probably like a month and a half to 2 months, I would say. Because you got to put music in it and all that kind of stuff too. But
all right.
Yeah, but he was putting out a movie in like a week and a half.
Yeah.
From writing to filming to editing. So I don't know. Seemed like a lot.
And it was Plan 9 from Outer Space was originally called Grave Robbers from Outer Space.
Yeah, throughout the movie, like you get why like that whole movie ended up being like just absolute nonsense. And it's not just because he's crazy, but because everybody involved was like, change this, and he was like, fine. Change this, fine.
Yeah.
Change this, fine. So that also added to the craptacular nature of the film.
If you want more nonsense, you should check out my YouTube. More nonsense went up today. It also takes me 2 to 3 weeks to film a video. Sorry.
But it's fantastic. What are you talking about?
Actually, it's probably like an Ed Wood film.
Yeah.
That's fine. We're moving on.
It's good enough. Let's go.
I'm always like, I should reshoot that. Nah, it's good. It's good enough. It's fine. Let's just move on. It's good.
Yeah. One thing I did like a lot about this movie is the music in it. It's got there's a lot of theremins and bongos for that like ethereal but campy feel to it. I thoroughly enjoyed that part of it, which was great.
I didn't pick up on any music in this movie. I did not think there was any music. I did really like though that their film guy was colorblind.
Oh.
And there's the whole scene where they're like, what dress is better, the red one or the green or something like that? And he's just like, I don't know, I'm colorblind. The lighter gray one looks great. And I'm just like, that's like us. We don't know what color any of these things are.
So nobody cares.
It's just all black and white.
but if you think about it, we're watching a black and white movie, and we don't know which one was
I
green
don't
or
know what
red
it
either.
is.
So it's the same thing.
That one. Yeah, that's why I loved it so much. Like the color, the camera guy was also seeing the same thing we were seeing.
I think actually that's one of the reasons why I've watched a lot fewer black and white movies than I should. Because I get very up into, oh my god, I wonder what color her dress is. Oh, I wonder what that scene looks like. Ooh, I wonder what that car looks like. Like I get caught
Like
up
what
into like
color is that? Like
my
baby blue?
brain. Yeah, my brain's making up what the scene looks like. And I get distracted by that part of it too. And then I'm like, wait, what's happening? But on top of that, though, one of my favorite movies is Some Like It Hot. Like black and white movies is Some Like It Hot. I just think that movie's fantastic. As well as The Portrait of Dorian Gray is my other favorite, like fully black and white movie. I love it.
Kelly says
There's
yes in all caps. Which
what?
to what? And Scott also agrees with you that the score is super well done for Ed Wood.
Yeah,
Oh, some like it hot.
yeah. It's such a good, and it's like, and the funny thing is, it's even for that time period, the humor is very um modern, even though it's a little bit misogynistic because it's about a women band and everybody's like, oh, she's so pretty, and all the men are after her. That part, yes. But like the humor in it isn't really mean or demeaning or cruel or racist or anything like that. So that's one thing I like about it. And it's just legitimately still funny. Like it's just great. And yeah, like I said, the score in this movie is fantastic too. So
Cool.
yeah. Another thing I noticed was Max Cavella from Doogie Howser was in this movie, which I thought was really fantastic.
Oh, Doogie Howser.
He played Doogie's best friend, Vinny, and I was just like, oh my god, it's that guy! It was very exciting.
Oh, I used to watch that. My mom used to be mad that I wanted to watch that because I think I was a little too young for it.
Yeah,
But it was just so cute.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. So since quarantine has started and my sleeping schedule has been messed up, one of the things I've been watching late night TV, and one thing I found out, which is on one of the Christian stations, is that at midnight they show The Wonder Years and Doogie Howser. I have been watching both of those
Oh,
shows
really?
regularly, and two things: both of those shows are extremely depressing. Um, and also, they go out of their way to make a whole lot of very poignant statements, which is good, so you're learning something. But also, I was like, these shows were aimed at like young kids back in the day. And I'm just like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. We were talking about that at work the other day. Not like that they're aimed at kids, but like the shows our parents used to let us watch as children. Like I really loved Caroline in the City because I liked that she drew cartoons and had a cat.
Yeah.
And I was far too young to watch that when it was out. Maybe not like far too young, but I think I was like 7. I was like 7 or 8, and like that is a full-on adult TV show that a child should not be watching.
Yeah, but a show that I used to watch on a regular basis? I don't think I've ever said this show to anybody and they've been like, oh, that show. It's a show called Dear John, and it's about this guy who got divorced and he is going to like a support group for divorced people. And it's just them complaining about lack of sex life and all that kind of stuff. And this just used to be on at like 3 p.m. for some reason. And I used to watch it all the time as a kid. I wouldn't miss it. And I'm just like, why am I, now that I think about it, now that I'm older, I'm like, that is not appropriate television for like a 9-year-old. Like, this is
No, probably not
acceptable. It's very strange.
Like I don't know what show you're talking about, but I can just assume that. Well, when you were 9, yeah. I don't want to say the rest of how old I was.
Actually, now that I think about it, I used to be in the basement of this house. So actually, it's probably more like, I was probably like 8 now that I think about it.
Oh yeah, I was not watching TV when you were 8.
No, we watched a lot of TV We were latchkey kids. It was fun.
Oh no, I was a total latchkey kid too. Like came home and like put some peanut butter on a piece of bread and sat down in front of the TV and watched it until my mom got home. Like full latchkey kid, but like I think I was 2 when you were 8.
Okay.
So
it makes a difference. Yeah, it does.
Wasn't really in front. I mean, I might have been in front of the TV, but it was probably like, I don't know, Sesame Street or something.
Yeah.
Astrelith said that she loves those moments when it's like that guy moments.
Yeah, because because I saw his face and I'm like, that's the kid from Doogie Howser, and I had to like Google it, you know.
We do that because although we don't do wine night in person anymore on Wednesdays, this is why my Wednesday stream only goes until 8, is because we do wine night Wednesday night over Zoom, and we'll put a movie on and somebody will just be like, wait, is that guy? Wait a second. No, that's just the cheap Hallmark version of that guy. Because like Hallmark's got like the poor man Superman and like the poor man, who's the other one?
Everything.
Yeah, like everything. So we're just like, oh yeah, no. That's not Henry Cavill. It's the Hallmark lookalike. Just like, right, that guy.
Apparently Oki wants us to review the movie Everybody Poops.
Is that a movie? I thought it was just a book.
I have no idea.
Is it now a movie? Hold on, let me Google this.
Can I just watch the episode of Scrubs where, like, the musical episode where they sing the song Everything? What is it? Oh my god! Now I was gonna make a great joke and now I've forgotten what it's called.
How
Everything
could you?
With Pooh. Yes, I know.
There are some YouTube videos of people reading Everybody Poops. So, I mean, that could be our review, is of somebody reading Everybody Poops.
It's true.
How many times can I say Everybody Poops in this before you cut it out?
Oh, you can say Everybody Poops as much as you want because everybody does poop and people need to remember that.
Black Magic's also questioning if it's a movie. It's a YouTube thing. It's on YouTube apparently. I did enjoy, I wrote this down, so I just need to tell you. The frying pan to the head. Fully enjoyed that. Fully enjoyed it. And then he just falls right on the floor and I'm just like, she did it. She did the thing everyone. Yeah, she did the thing that all girlfriends want to do. And then just like throw a frying pan at their freaking face, and then she just did it. Yeah.
So good.
Sorry, are you okay there?
Yeah, I got distracted because you were talking and I looked at the screen, and in the screen you were talking and then in my ears it was silent and I was just like, what's happening? Did it cut out? What's going on?
No, there's a delay between.
There's a delay. Yeah.
What you specifically hear, not what everybody else hears. It's just what you specifically hear.
Apparently Sam Jackson's rendition is Chef Kiss. So
okay, so we should find that one then. Oh, sorry, it was called Elmo's Potty Time. Is what Oki meant. Okay, so we will watch, and that's an E. That's an E. Do you think we can slip a special episode in?
A special mini episode?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about Elmo's potty time. I almost called it potty party. That might have been better.
I mean, I guess you could have a party while you're on the potty, but
yeah. I mean, if you go with like Freudian standards, I mean, you do get to a stage where you get full elation from relieving yourself. So that's a whole thing.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. He's thinking of Go the Fuck to Sleep. Okay.
Oh yeah, he did go the fuck to sleep. He did do that one.
And that one is very fantastic when you hear him read it. You're just like, I know I can't play this for my kids, but oh, I wish I could. It'd be amazing.
Why can't you?
Because he just swears the whole time.
Oh, I've never heard his.
Oh, it's go the F to sleep.
No, I know, but like if you're gonna read it to like a 2-year-old, they're not gonna understand what fuck means.
Yeah, but also 2-year-olds absorb stuff like that like a sponge, and they'll just start cussing the next day for fun.
Yeah, but then you send them to daycare, and somebody else has to deal with it.
That is true.
Or you send them to like Auntie Tracy's house, or Auntie Trey Trey's, or I don't know, somebody else's house, and then they can just cuss over there.
They can take care of it that way.
Plus, they're
That's
going to
true.
get cussing from me anyways. They don't need to get it from a book.
That's true. I try my best not to cuss, but I fail miserably at it. So, that happens.
As Kelly's pointed out in the diaper ads, the kids are always having a potty party. And Astrolith wants us to start talking about Edward Scissorhands.
But I have so many more notes on Edward.
See? Oki's mom would have played it for her too. Kids repeat everything they hear. Yeah, well, it's fine.
Do.
What other notes do I have? I have the first girlfriend went on to write songs for Elvis Presley.
Yeah, you got all the notes from right at the end of the movie.
Yeah, I did. I got really. So my favorite part of movies is when okay, I understand that a movie ends because like the story is done being told, but I always want to know what happens next to the characters. So my favorite part is when the movie's real and they have a this is what happened to that character next. I fucking love those. Love those.
Well, what's really interesting about it, what happened to those people next was actually super interesting.
Yeah.
You know? Everybody besides Ed Wood himself went and did things, and he just kind of fell into obscurity, kind of.
No, I just Googled the two characters. Well, I Googled one of the characters that I meant to Google earlier. Mm-hmm. It was, so they said that Paul Marco and Conrad Brooks played the cops, and it was they went on to do other things. Well, not really. They just went on to be in other Ed Wood movies.
I mean, that's doing something.
Yeah, but isn't that not doing the same amount of thing that Ed Wood's doing?
That's true, actually. But they have to put a lot less effort than he does into it.
Oh, no, sorry. Conrad Brooks went on to do a fuck ton. God, he's in a lot of things. He has a selected filmography because they can't post it all. They're bit parts, but still.
But did he act in it, or was he the filmographer, or he did costumes, or he did blah blah blah?
No, he has they're roles in them.
Oh, okay.
He was also in the remake of Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Wait, why was there a remake?
There was a remake in 2015.
Wow. Okay.
By an independent science fiction comedy horror film. It's a partial remake. Is a prodigy homage and partial remake to the cult one.
Classic. Yeah.
Yeah, it just says cult 1959 movie. It doesn't say cult classic because it's not.
What's really funny is if you actually look up Ed D. Wood Jr.'s filmography, they have him as a writer on 82 things going up to 2017 because a whole bunch of people took his screenplays and rewrote it and did stuff for it. So he's got all of these credits up until now, even though he's been dead since 1978. It's very strange.
So did he get married and have kids?
I don't know.
He died, but he did get married to the last girlfriend.
Yes, he did.
Because I was gonna say they're making a ton of money off of royalties, I bet.
I wouldn't be surprised because that movie fell into obscurity for years and years and years. And then there's this whole thing where cult movies started making a comeback in it was the 80s or so. Yeah. And it came back. And my thing about Plan 9 from Outer Space, the only reason why I ever watched that movie, even though I'd heard about it maybe once before, was there's an episode of the X-Files where Mulder says, he's I've watched this movie 42 times. And and I was just now I have to watch it so I understand, where he's coming from and his motivation. Just X-Files is my other obsession. I don't get to talk about it as much as Star Trek, but it is my obsession. But the funny thing is I didn't even have to look up any of this information because it was in the top of my head when I wrote this note about how, I was thinking to myself, I've never actually watched a Bela Lugosi movie except for Plan 9. And I watched it because of the X-Files, and it was in the episode Hollywood AD, which was in season 7. There you go.
I can't tell you which one, but my grandma used to watch the movies. So when we were down there, we used to watch them with her. I also want to say that, so he saw it 42 times. Do you want to know what movie I've seen over 42? The only movie I've probably seen more than 42 times?
What?
Independence Day. I used to, and this I'm gonna lose so many followers after this, probably, or gain a ton. I used to come home from school and put it on, and I used to know the president's speech by heart.
Yeah.
And like I used to watch the VHS so much that like it wore out. And actually for Christmas, like probably 10 years ago, my mom got me the DVD copy of it. When I think it was when they came out with like the second Independence Day, like number 2. But like I loved Independence Day. I've seen it way more than 40 times.
That second Independence Day movie does not do the first one justice.
No, don't even watch the second one. Just move on. You saw the first one. We're good. Move on. I like that Oki says though my favorite part of the movie was the end.
I like that Black Magic is saying his goal is to watch 300 times, which I think is crazy.
Oh my god. Has anybody else?
That's like a decent movie to watch 300 times. It's not that bad. Just don't watch the second 300 movie 300 times. That movie's horrible.
They're both pretty bad. Has anybody else seen a specific movie over 40 times? Just me?
Oh, I've definitely seen several movies over 40 times for sure.
Oh my god, so many. Oh, I've probably seen Elizabethtown over 40 times by this point.
Really? Elizabethtown?
I know. Okay. It's Claire Danes, right? It's Orlando Bloom. Not Claire Danes. No, Kristen Dunst.
Kristen Dunst, yes.
I love Kristen Dunst. I love
John
her.
Tucker Must Die.
Kelly's seen John Tucker Must Die. See, I've not seen Mean Girl 40 times. Oh, not Top Gun. That's a terrible movie.
Super Troopers or Top Gun. Wow. Okay.
I'm sorry. Top Gun? I couldn't even watch it once.
What are you talking about? There's the part where they play volleyball on the beach in tight jeans. You've got to watch that scene. It's hot.
I think that's the only scene I paid attention to.
Okay.
Oh, I know. I saw. Sorry. Okay, so Oki said that they've seen the Phantom of the Opera when it came out on DVD like 40 times. Top Gun I did see twice. I watched it once with other Tracy, original Tracy. And then I watched it when I invited Aaron from work over. And we actually watched the whole thing. It was dumb.
Oh, I remember.
I had to sit through it a second time. I was like, this is so stupid.
Okay, Black Magic, I think it's true. That does count as 20 views since it was filmed at your school. Easily. For sure.
Does it?
I think it counts. It totally counts.
Homeschool equals high. Star Wars Episode 6. Okay, so I'm like the only person that's only probably watched one movie 40 times, is what I'm learning.
Oh no, I've definitely watched several of my movies lots of times. Star Wars, specifically.
But like 40 times. 40 times. You've watched it 40 times.
Star Wars? I've been watching that since I was like 5.
Oh, right. So you're old.
It's on. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. I'm just going to take this knife out of my heart, put it over there and continue. It'll be fine. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. I've definitely watched that many times. And I don't know what else.
No.
What else would I have watched that many times?
Oki's watched Barbie Princess and the Popper. Because it's a cinematic masterpiece.
I love it.
Oh.
Now I feel like I have to watch that.
Can you send me the link for it when you find it?
Yeah, track that down.
Every Sunday for 2 years as a kid, all 3 of the Angels. Yeah, so that's like the same as I came home from school and I watched Independence Day, like all the time. And now I'm gonna go watch
Aladdin a lot. I think I've watched Aladdin over 40 times. I love Aladdin.
But you've never seen Hercules?
No, I've never seen Hercules.
I remember that at night when I try to sleep, the anxiety, my brain goes, do you remember that Trey has never seen Hercules? And I'm just like, fuck you.
Well, now I have to be like, can you believe Erika still hasn't seen Terminator? This is not...
It's not the same
acceptable
thing.
in any way.
It's not the same
It's
thing at all.
very much the same
No,
thing.
it's
You
not.
need to get on that.
Ooh, the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I've seen that a lot.
I don't think I've hit 40 times, but I've watched that quite a
Not
bit.
hit 40 times. The Santa Claus. Oh yeah, any Christmas movie I've seen, like any of the like the old Christmas movies, I've seen forever. Oh, okay. The Barbie Princess and the Pauper is on YouTube.
Oh, nice. Gonna watch
So
that.
do you want to watch that, and then like next week we'll do a we'll
Review
do
of
a review of that on this.
No, we gotta wait till we get to the P's in like 3 years.
No, it just won't be an off my shelf. I'll just throw in a random YouTube one every couple weeks on my channel.
I'm down with that.
We'll just talk about like some Barbie movie. Okay, hold on. Before we get too far off topic. I mean, we already really are way off topic.
Yes. Also, one thing I wanted to comment on was I completely forgot about the whole cross-dressing thing in this movie. I don't know why, because it's a very big part of this movie.
It's like the whole beginning.
Yeah, it's actually quite a bit of it. And I don't know why I completely forgot about that aspect of it. But one thing I realized about this movie that they did really well is that they easily could have, like done it an injustice to it and just made fun of him.
Yeah.
Like in the movie where they don't make him like the butt of jokes or anything. It's not like the only person who seems to care is his first girlfriend. But like even she puts up with it for a long period of time before losing it, but she doesn't make fun of him for it. She's just like, this is not a lifestyle I want, and this is not a lifestyle I like, and how can you be this way?
No, but doesn't she call him crazy? Doesn't she calls them, she like breaks down on set and like, oh damn it, I closed my tab where I had Googled the movie. I'm pretty sure like she has like a huge breakdown on set in the middle of filming and like tells him like, how can you be with these crazy people? You're all lunatics. She like spazzes out.
It's not on set. It's like it's their rap party. She has the breakdown.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is she calls them crazy and she calls them lunatics, but she doesn't use all of the other derogatory queer words that could have been used or anything like that. And I think how they handled the whole situation within the film was very good, because I think the only person who really does that is I think the first financier who financed that first movie, and he's like, this isn't going to sell and this is pointless, and calls him a bunch of names.
Yeah.
But it's never, derogatory to his situation or his, mentality really. But yeah, I think he's crazy for other reasons than, than what some people in the movie called him.
Yeah. I wish Bill Murray was in it more.
Oh, he was so good.
I know, but he wasn't in enough of it. I feel like if he was in more, I would have been like, ooh, eyes glued to the TV, because I love him.
I actually thought the part where they were getting baptized was hilarious. He got into the water. He's wearing shoes, but he still dipped his toe into the pool first before going in. And then he like fell when he got there and couldn't get back up. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so good.
Yeah. Oh, and I love it. He needed to be in more.
I did. One interesting other thing I found out about this movie is the woman who played Loretta King. So that was like the rich girl who was financing, and it turns out she had no money.
Oh, yeah, the not rich girl?
Yeah. That was actually Juliet Landau, which was daughter of Martin Landau, who played Bela Lugosi in the movie. So it was a family affair.
I'm not saying I don't believe you, but okay. All right. I see it.
Wait, you're Googling it?
Like, yeah, I did Google it.
Oh God, that hurts my heart. I did the pre-search. And I don't know. I got my IMDb open. It's there.
She was in Buffy.
Was she really?
Yeah.
I did not check out her filmography.
Dursula? She played Dursula for a few seasons in Buffy.
All right, I'm going to say this, and I hope nobody takes this off, but I've never watched Buffy except for the first 2 episodes, which were technically one episode when it originally aired. I did not like it. I like the very campy Christy Swanson version better, and
We already talked about that in that podcast where we both agreed that the movie was better. She was also an angel as Ursula.
It's a different character?
No, same character. She played the same character in Angel and Buffy. Angel and Buffy are overlapping TV shows.
Oh, Angel, no, yeah, I know that part of it, yeah.
Okay. Like, you know that, like, Angel is the love interest of Buffy, right?
Yeah.
And then that's where she has issues because she falls in love with a vampire that she can't have because she's the vampire killer. Slayer?
I think my problem is, like, I asked that question because I'm going to take this back to Star Trek. I apologize. But the thing is with Star Trek, they regularly reuse actors, but because they're aliens and stuff, they have like different makeup on and all that kind of stuff. And for years and years, you don't even realize it's the same person. But then later on, you find I'm like, oh, this person was in 35 episodes of Star Trek, but every episode was a different character. Whereas like some people like, you know, play the same character over and over, but others you're just like, it's different things. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she played the same character. I've only seen Buffy from the I'm also sitting, other than the movie. I've seen the movie. My sister and I both owned our own copies of the movie on VHS and now on DVD. We still both have our own copies because we both love that movie so much. And it actually came up on the TV movie cult trivia that my work did a couple of weeks ago. But I've only seen Buffy in the sense of I'm sitting in the living room while it's playing on the TV because my sister was obsessed with Buffy and Angel. And either I could have gone to another room where I could just like sit with the family and like read a book.
Yeah. All of my friends were very much into it. And they were all surprised that I didn't watch that show. But like, so they'd all sit around talking about like Buffy and all that kind of stuff. Buffy and 90210 and Dawson's Creek. And I'm just like, I just want to talk about Star Trek. Why don't anybody talk about Star Trek with me? It was the whole thing. Or comic books. That was the other thing. No,
don't worry.
No, just like, why do you care about Wolverine? I'm just like, but Wolverine is really cool, guys. Whatever. Did you see this thing? Deadpool? Deadpool is really awesome. Oh my God, I got an X-Men comic last week. And all this. He's like the daughter of Jean Grey and Cable in a different dimension. This is crazy. Sorry, I'm tangenting again.
So no one in the chat has seen Buffy.
No. See, we're with the right people. This is so good.
Astrolith watched Angel, but not Buffy, which is fine.
Wait, is that fine? Can you follow the storyline properly without like the
crossover? Yeah, I think you can. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I assume so.
Can we talk about Edward Scissorhands now, or do you have more?
I do have more, but I mean, we've been on this for a little while, so yes, we can go on to the next one. That is not a problem.
Are you sure?
We can do that.
Okay.
What? Sorry, can I just make one note that I thought was really hilarious?
Yeah.
So at one point in time, Edward is making a pitch for movies, and he said a movie script for Dr. Acula, which was really funny to me because in Scrubs, there's a running joke that JD is writing a script about a vampire doctor named Dr. Acula. That's it. I'm done. I'm gonna that's the best last comment ever. Everything's fine.
Cool.
Yeah. You're just like, oh geez.
I stopped listening for a second. Because Kelly texted me.
Yes, he did. Jeffrey Combs did have like 4 roles on DS9, but he also showed up in 4 roles on every other version of the modern Star Trek, from TNG, Voyager, and Enterprise as well, and it's crazy. But thank you, Black Magic, for allowing me to talk more about Star Trek. You're amazing.
Oh my God. Can we not?
Star Trek is great. Shush.
Hold on, I'm putting your stuff in the chat again.
Okay.
There we go. I lost my notes about Edward Scissorhands.
All right. So, yeah, Edward Scissorhands, 1990, Tim Burton.
Are you ready, Astrolith? Are you ready for this?
We're ready for this. Woo-hoo! I still love this movie. That's all I'm going to say.
I would really like this movie. I don't know if I love it. There was a couple things I had problems with. But overall, I very much enjoyed this movie. And
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite Tim Burtons.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's just such a. I mean, he said it. I mean, he's like, I just wanted to create a dark fairy tale, and have this sort of like light etherealness with a little bit of, you know, darkness to it, because he's kind of weirdly obsessed with like death and goth and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, like you just have this, there's like a whimsy to the movie that's kind of like light and fun, but
Yeah.
as you get to the end of the movie, of course the darkness comes back in, but doesn't really destroy, the feeling when the movie's over, kind of thing.
I think a lot of what helped like it be light and breezy in the beginning and then darkness is that it was like summer and everything was all bright and colorful, and then it started going into like winter and things weren't really covered in snow, but it was like winter and it was more nighttime scenes.
Yes.
Like it was like, if you think about it, like the whole beginning of the movie's all barbecues and picnics and rainbows, and then it slowly is just like robbing things at night and running around in the dark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that helped.
And that like was a really good like mood shift, so you understood the like mentality of the people, where at first everything was breezy and colorful, and at the end you're just like, oh, this is where the bad part's coming in, and you were there.
This is the bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like it's also really just aged well, and like it was such a perfectly cast, and I forgot how little Johnny Depp actually says in this movie, which I was actually kind of fine with.
I forgot that he doesn't say words.
Yeah, because he's in like 98% of the movie, but he says like 45 words the whole movie, and it's a lot of okay, and that's it.
Okay.
So like, all right.
Thank you. Oh, now I missed the name. Sorry, I just got it. Thank you. Any last words for the follow? Thank you. Just to let you know that I usually don't do podcasts on here. I usually play Animal Crossing and Paper Mario, but thank you so much for following. If you're interested in this, you should also head over to Tracy's Twitch and give her a follow.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sorry, it popped up with no noise, so I was waiting for you to. It was like because then you can just like clip that out. You can just clip that little part out, right?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I meant clip.
I might keep it all in there.
We'll God, see. I made it awkward. One thing that I know I told you, but I want to say it on here, and I don't know if it's true.
Mm-hmm.
But my sister told me that Nick Carter is an extra at the beginning of the movie. When they're doing the pan over of the neighborhood,
yeah,
he's one of the kids in like a pool or something.
Really?
Yeah. So my sister told me that. I don't know if it's true. I mean, like, I feel like she got it out of like a Teen Bot magazine or something like in the 90s. And now you're going to Google it. I don't know if it's true, but that's just what she's told me. And Astrolith is also checking.
Oh, it's so I looked it up and it came up automatically. Nick Carter's birthday by watching him in Edward's Scissorhands. That was last year. He turned 38 last year.
Says uncredited, but yeah. Astrolith says it's uncredited. Cool. So I'm going to tell my sister that she was right. He doesn't have like, I don't think he has any lines or anything. I think he's just like in it.
Oh, so when, so the website I went on has the clip that he's in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so what it is so when, what's her name? Is it Peggy?
Peg's the mom.
Yeah, Peg, and she had just gotten Edward, and they're driving back home, and he's looking through the town, and there's a part where a kid slip and slides.
Yes.
He's the kid slip and sliding, apparently.
Can you post a link to that in my Discord, please?
Yes.
So if anybody else wants to check out Nick Carter's probably first movie, maybe? He wasn't a Mickey Mouse Club kid, right?
No, it was Justin Timberlake was the Mickey Mouse Club kid.
Well, I mean, they both could have been.
And AC Chavez and Christina Aguilera and
Ryan Gosling.
Britney Spears and Ryan Gosling.
Who lived with one other kid. I think he lived with Justin Timberlake's family because he's Canadian, right?
Yes.
Oki says that according to USA Today, Johnny Depp says 158 words and was paid 14,000 per word.
Oh my God. Can I get that kind of money? Because I said a lot of words tonight. I need to get that kind of money. That would
I don't
be
even
amazing.
need that money per word. I'll just take that per stream.
That would be amazing.
Per week would be great too. We want to I'll do 5 streams for that.
Yeah.
See, I did not have a crush on Nick Carter. Ashleth did. My sister did as well, which is how she was so sure he was in this movie.
So my crush was on Brian.
Brian was the best Backstreet Boy. Mm-hmm. Brian was the best.
And then there was that whole thing where you found out he had heart problems, and you're just I could heal your heart. It'll be fine. And it was just dreams of a child.
I mean, I have a heart problem. Does anyone want to heal mine?
No.
I know. So I always joke that I'm always single because I have a broken heart.
Aw. No. Never say that. You're crazy.
No, we said that, and then we found out that I actually do have a broken heart. It's fine. My heart's fine. We don't have to worry about it. It's fine. Oh, which one was filmed first? Edward Scissorhands or Ed Wood? Edward Scissorhands was first?
So this one's 1990. Yeah, Ed Wood was 1994. So this was filmed first.
Okay. I made a bunch of comments at the beginning that have exclamation marks beside them.
Okay. Actually, one of my first comments was that I didn't realize. So before you get to Winona Ryder in the bedroom and she's telling the story, you know how it's black and shadowy and there's snow coming down and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just this is almost exactly like the Batman Returns opening. And from the snow falling on the Fox logo to the color palette to the strange angles and the music. But then I looked it up. So the movie had the same director, composer, and cinematographer. So it's the same kind of feel. And Batman Returns, I think, was 94 as well, or 93, if I remember.
It was the early 90s. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that makes sense that they'd have the same feel.
Yeah.
I
did not realize how close it was though. Because I put it on, it started to play, and I was just did I put on the wrong movie? I'm no, this is right. This is fine. You're good. Was a thing. Yes.
Interesting.
Sorry, what was your first note with all your exclamations?
So I had a couple things. It was not my first note. My first note was about Nick Carter, and then my second note was that I thought it said Kathy Bates was in it. Mm-hmm. And as I told you on Saturday, how do I word this? Because it's not that I don't like Kathy Bates. I love Kathy Bates. She just scares the shit out of me. So
she's so good at it. Yeah.
Yeah. So when it said it's not Kathy Bates though, it's Kathy Barker or something. And then also, did you notice that? So when Peggy's going around doing her Avon, which I love because my mom used to order Avon. So we used to have the little booklets and everything. One of the first person she goes to talk to try and sell makeup to, is the aunt from that Angel TV show from the 90s, the TGI Friday show.
An Angel TV show.
Yeah, so he's a kid. Mm-hmm. He's a teenager. Angel TV show. It's gonna tell me about the angels.
Are you Touched by an Angel?
No, it's not Touched by an Angel. It was on TGI Fridays. I did this wrong. I should have Googled Edward Scissorhands. Hold on a second.
Sorry, let me see. Hold on.
I'll know as soon as I see her picture.
Her name is Conchetta Farrell.
Yeah. Plays Helen.
She's also the nanny in
Teen Angel. She's the aunt in Teen Angel.
Oh, but she was also in Touched by an Angel, so I wasn't that far off.
Okay. No, but we weren't thinking the same thing.
Same thing. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. So as soon as I saw her, I did one of those, oh, that's her moments. It was great. I lost my notes.
Actually, that happened quite a bit in this movie where I see people and it's like, oh, it's that lady from this thing, or
Yeah.
it's that chick from that other thing. Because like, so there's, I'm gonna tangent a big deal again into X-Files.
Oh my
So
God. X-Files again.
I was very happy about this because I was like, this gives me an excuse to talk about X-Files a whole bunch because there's actually a whole bunch of people that were in X-Files in this movie, and one of them was the devil, who like, oh, he's from the devil and whatever. But in the X-Files, she plays sort of like a witch, and she's trying to protect people, and it's like a really gory episode. And I was like, it's her. It was great.
God. You have another X-Files fan in my chat.
No, I actually don't think that's an X-Files fan. That's a person telling me like,
oh,
get over the X-Files.
Yeah, that's true.
I know exactly who that is. I'm not going to call them out about it, but whatever.
Is it who I think it is?
Oh yeah, yes, it is.
I'm glad that you just know who I think it is immediately. Hey, I'm your biggest fan. Actually, I'm not. Tracy. Other Tracy's probably their biggest fan.
Yeah. You're the second biggest fan. That's fine.
I'm the second biggest fan. I'm your mom's biggest fan. No, and then I was yelling a lot at the TV while Peg was going around to try and do Avon, because she like goes up to his house, like where he's living, and is like knocking on the door, and I'm just like, I have multiple questions about why she did this. I was like, why would you go through a fence when the front yard is so overrun like that? And then she just like walks into the house like it's nothing, just immediately goes right into the house. And then I wrote down, he's hiding because he doesn't need makeup, Peg. He doesn't need your makeup, Peg. Just leave him alone.
My comment about that is, even if I was desperate for business, this is not somewhere I would go. Also,
yeah,
are you just walking into people's homes? That's my comment.
She strolls right through the front gate, which isn't open. She like wedges her way between posts in the front gate, and then just like walks right into the house. And she's just like, hey, I've got Avon. Does anybody want Avon? No, nobody wants your Avon. Nobody.
Also, I need to respond to Black Magic. I completely agree. To me, the last good episode of the X-Files is Hollywood AD until the last episode. That whole T-1000 bit was just let it go. And Oki, I agree with you. That is how people die. And Astrolith, yeah, she did not care. And
she did.
She's lucky it worked out in her favor, but damn.
She needed to sell that Avon. She needed to sell it. And then she was talking to that kid, the girl, she was like, so if I remember correctly, like this lipstick looked really good on you, and so did this one. And she's like, you think I have money? No.
I mean, you go into a house with what'd she look like, 15? By herself? She's not buying anything. She's not buying anything.
And then I had a lot of questions about his living situation. Like, okay, first off, is he a human that the dude cut his hands off, or is he a robot?
No, he is. So my thing is they never properly explain it, but he's not a person that the inventor cut his hands off. He is something the inventor made, and in the process of making him, the hands were the last thing he was supposed to do, and they were scissors, and he made him hands, but he died right before he was able to give him hands. So that's my thing is I think he was one of the entities that was like his inventions that he just made more human or whatever.
So he's a robot
ish
with feelings
ish.
Okay. And that was a flashback, right? When he was like, when he stuck his scissors through the hands and then the guy had a heart attack. Is that a flashback?
Yeah, that's a flashback because the guy was having a heart attack and he's trying to like hold him up, but he's got scissors and it goes right through the hands and he like dies.
A self-aware zombie barber. I put down that he needs to stick to cutting dog hair and not human hair. Because I'm sorry, he did a shitty job on those ladies.
know. I liked like 3 of the haircuts. Like the one that's like the asymmetrical that was on like Peggy's head and stuff, that was fine. But the weird one where it's like it's all curly and he had like a racetrack in the middle, I was like, no, that's not right.
It's Sweeney Todd. Should I get that? Should I shave this part of my head?
Yeah, why not? Just do it. Just go for it. Make a statement.
The regular first Tracy, original Tracy, says
Yeah.
I'm not edgy enough for that.
You're not edgy. Well, I don't know.
That's why I got my undercut shaved.
You can be as edgy as you want to be. You just got to go for it.
I stream Animal Crossing.
Well, you can make it metal. It's fine.
I mean, I guess I could. I'd have to redo my whole island. It's full of cute people.
Why? But why does it matter?
In little Christmas sweaters.
My favorite thing to watch online is when you're like, this guy saved a puppy from blah blah blah, and it's like some big dude who's covered in dirt and he's like, I'm a tough guy, but look at the puppy, he's so cute. I love those videos.
What does the reverse Picard mean? Should I understand that?
You don't want to talk about Star Trek. We don't have to talk about Star Trek.
Okay. Oki says I could pull off a side shave. I feel like though if I had a side shave, I'd need to have my undercut back.
Also, the reverse Picard is just like the haircut because he's bald on top and his hair is on the side, whereas hair here and bald on the side. It's fine.
So you mean it's a reverse George Costanza? It's a reverse Costanza.
Wait, was Seinfeld around before Star Trek? I don't know, man.
She's Googling it.
Yeah, I am.
Black Magic also says I could pull off the side shave.
TNG was 87.
That's why my hair is always like this to the side, because I don't shave it, but I just put it all on one side. Seinfeld was 92.
All right, so no, it is the reverse Picard, not the Costanza. So Seinfeld was 89.
Okay, well, Black Magic did put a question mark after. I just didn't say 92. My bad.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was on in 92. It just didn't start in 92. So you're half right, Black Magic. Right.
Question. Can you bring me some Skittles on Friday?
I'm gonna just eat this. Thanks.
Do you have any more cookies?
Oh no, the cookies are done.
Okay.
And I would make you more cookies, but I don't have any flour, so that's not a thing with that.
What if I brought you flour? I'll just make myself cookies. It's fine. Okay. Also, why did they have him sleep in the waterbed when there was a perfectly good pull-out couch in the basement?
Well, maybe they just didn't want to shove him in the basement.
Okay, so you're going to put a guy who has scissors for hands, multiple scissors for hands, in a waterbed. That's true.
Yeah, which is kind of weird. But also, my question was like, what was the thing with waterbeds? I never understood the obsession.
Oh, my uncle had a waterbed. It was great. He like constantly yelled at us to get out of his room because he had a waterbed, and like the 5 of us grandkids were just like, but it's so fun.
Yeah, it was a crazy fad, which I just never understood. I don't know. Also, Cube-Matic is saying that he found out the other day that Michael from Breaking Bad was on an episode of Deep Space Nine. Who's Michael?
That's great, but we're not talking about Deep Space Nine.
Like, is Michael the guy who's the assassin dude?
I don't know. I've never seen Breaking Bad. Dude?
Oh my god, you're ruining things.
I've never seen
Terminator. Now Breaking Bad.
You knew I told you all of this on Saturday night. It's not my fault. You drank too much that you A, slept on my couch, and B, forgot the evening.
I didn't forget the evening. I remember like the big things, not the minutia. There's a difference.
Me making poor choices and texting people.
Oh yeah, I remember that part. That's the big picture part.
Anyways, Oh, I also
roasted, by the way.
Wait, me or her?
I don't know, but I think it's funny. I'm gonna laugh at it. It's fine.
I also wrote down that I loved that Peggy also asked him what happened to his face. I was like, he has scissors for hands.
My note about that, where is it? I have specific words. My note for that is Imagine not being able to scratch or itch, or having dire consequences if you do. I mean,
And he did. That's probably what happened.
yeah.
And then I wrote, how does he shower? And then, oh no, the waterbed.
It's true.
How does he wipe his butt?
Yeah.
See? Like,
But
these are the questions. Oh, but he wouldn't have a butt. He's a robot.
Yeah, I don't think he has a butt. I think that's why he's got like that leather thing, and when he put on clothes,
he
put everything over it and stuff. Like, I don't think bathroom is an issue.
Astrolith coming in with the guys, he's not really human. Okay, look, my question if he was a robot was like way further into the movie. I thought he was a homeless man who had his hands cut off and replaced with scissors. And then left alone. I know. And then left alone in this house. And then later we saw him learning things with his creator. And I was like, oh, he's a robot. Got it. How you wash your booty. Probably the same way the ladies with long nails. Oh.
It's not about washing. It's about, using the utensils. You have to clear out the area and then washing that off.
No. Also, okay.
I don't know how they do that either.
Who plays the mom? I wrote it down, but I never looked it up.
Diane Weiss plays the mom.
How do I know her?
She is in tons of things.
Diane Weiss. Oh my God, I'm now picturing her in a movie. She's talking to her. She's in the original Parenthood movie with Keanu Reeves. She's the mom in Parenthood.
Oh yes, she is. She is. That's also an excellent movie. I love
excellent
that
movie. I was like, I can picture her. I'm picturing her talking to her son in a movie, and it's her voice. She's using the calm, welcoming voice, and I was like, what is it? It's Parenthood.
Yeah, she has a huge filmography. Yeah, she's been in tons and tons of things.
Oh yeah, like Frankenstein creation would make sense. Creator used the brain from his dead son.
Wow. Okay. Where did you get dead son from? I didn't realize.
I didn't get dead son. Again, I thought homeless man off the street.
I just thought, like, to me, he just looked like an inventor. He was lonely. And remember, he held up the heart cookie to the robot. And he was like,
yeah,
I can do this. I think he's more I think he's more like Pinocchio than Frankenstein.
That's when I figured he was probably a robot, when he was like, hold the cookie up. And I was like, oh, I think he created a son.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
We're getting yelled at because we don't understand the movie now.
Did you watch it this week? Did you?
I love it. It's good. But yes. So, what's my next note here?
I have a bunch.
My note. One of my first notes is like, the neighborhood has such an intense color palette, completely juxtaposed to the opening sequence. And for some reason, it makes me think of Florida. And the funny thing is, because it was nagging at me right after, I looked up where it was shot, and that was Florida, FYI.
Oh, it was shot in Florida.
Yeah, it was shot in Florida.
Sorry, I'm moving things. Oops, I lost you. Where's my... I made a note that none of them buy makeup from Peg, but they all really should.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Sorry, asterisk. It doesn't snow in Florida. That is very true. But the whole fairy tale aspect of the snow is the fact that he is making snow sculptures, and while he's doing that, it's the snow that's come. The ice particles from that is the quote unquote snow.
Oh, he's just like shh.
No. Say as you want. It's fine.
No, yeah, it doesn't snow there because he makes the snow. And that's why, and that's what I wrote down. That she's just like, when she's old, she's like, he must still be up there because it doesn't snow. And I'm like, so you left him to live up there alone for the rest of his life?
Well, yeah, because if he came out, it was trouble. And also, to answer your question, I'm not saying that they said it was Florida in the movie. They never say it's Florida in the movie. That is true.
No, they just say it never snows.
Yeah. So, but I actually looked up the filming location because it just looked like Florida to me. And I looked up the filming location and it was filmed in Florida. Like
Yeah.
the neighborhood they filmed in was in Florida.
Yeah.
So, and I found that very entertaining.
They never state where it is. All she states is that it never snowed until she met him. And he went back up, and then it snows all the time.
All the time, yeah. Because the part where she goes outside and he's doing like the angel sculpture that is obviously her.
Yeah.
And she's all just like, "Oh my God, what is happening? This is beautiful and wonderful." Oh, it's the first time I think she does snow things.
Yeah, and then I wrote down that's Hallmark. Because like the entire movie, she's just like, he's weird, and then he like cuts ice, and she's like, I love you, and I'm like, what?
I think it's one of those because I have a hard time figuring out what the time period of this movie is, but it's obviously
I
like
wrote that down too.
Long time period. Yeah, because I was sitting there going like, is this like a month? Is this like a week and a half? Is this 6 months? Is this a year and a half? Like I'm sitting there trying to figure this out, but I'm thinking it's probably around 6 months or so.
Sorry. I wrote down that I didn't know what year it was supposed to be.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't know that either.
But it's summer to Christmas.
Yeah. Because when Winona Ryder comes back, they're still on like, summer vacation, and then they go back to school.
Yeah.
And then it's Christmas by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
But the thing about like when this takes place is like the whole neighborhood feels like it's the 1950s, but then the kids show up in their like wicked van that's got flames on it, and and they have like these crazy alarms in the cop father's house or whatever.
I'm sorry.
Like, is this right?
I'm sorry.
Know.
Did you say wicked car?
A wicked van with flames on it.
I specifically wrote down, I hate her boyfriend and his dumb looking car.
Okay. You have to accept the sarcasm that's in there.
It's dumb. So Oki and Astrella both say that it's Hallmark. Oh my God, that's my new saying. Sorry, not the movie's Hallmark. They're both saying that like the new thing is that's Hallmark. I watch a lot of Hallmark on wine nights, so like to me, a lot of things are Hallmark based. Yeah. And Black Magic says 6 months seems about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Freaking love Hallmark. I want a Hallmark life.
You do? But that means every other weekend you'll meet somebody who you'll fall in love with and have to marry in 4 days. That seems like a lot of effort and pressure.
It's not 4 days. It's like 2 months that they're together.
Hallmark movies? No.
But I only need to do it once. I don't need to. Why do I have to do it every time? No, once. I'm just gonna meet somebody and marry them in like 2 weeks, and move on with my life.
Yeah, but then what happens?
I don't know. They never make a what happens after movie.
Yeah, that's because they know they've made a bad decision because they got married when they didn't know anything about each other, and they get divorced like a month and a half later.
But they're leaving town tomorrow night. You have to go for it. They're leaving. And also, I'd own like 17,000 coats.
That's true. Wardrobe change every 5 minutes will be amazing.
Love it. Oh yeah, there's my note. Did he make Edward or find a man off the street? Is he a robot? Why did they put him in the water bed, not the pull-out couch? Yep. Those are all in one line. That's all one continuous thought sentence.
I don't know. I went from desperate for business, I don't want to be in that house, to imagine not being able to scratch, to why were waterbeds a fad, to this level of nosiness would just make me mad. So I don't know. I was going all over the place.
I also have, how does he get a SIN number? Does he even have a birth certificate?
That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Because he also can't prove he was born because he was created, which is kind of like being born. But also, what is the point in time you would give him his like birth, because he was put together in pieces? Is it when, like his chest, or the first time he blinked, or the first
when he
time
woke
he could
up?
Walk? When he woke up.
When he woke up. When he came to life, I guess. I don't know. You're birthed when you come out of your parent.
Yeah, but that's like a very...
Or a human. It's not even your parent. Sorry. You're birthed when you come out of a human.
That is true. So, I don't know.
It
I'm
would
just
have
very...
been when he was whole. Minimum valuable product.
You know what? Cubematic, that is very true. Johnny Five could do it, so could Ed Wood.
Well, he
Yeah,
didn't. He didn't get his salon.
yeah. Well, I mean, Johnny Five is alive, but Johnny Five also has hands, so he could probably like hold a pen and sign something.
Yeah, Edward Scissorhands can't sign things.
It's true.
I also wrote down that I really loved that after he got arrested, how he knifed the walls and the curtains. It wasn't after he got arrested. It was when he got back home and like she said something, and then he was just like so angry. He just went and started like knifing things.
Well, that's the dangerous part about him, I suppose. But I mean, like honestly, at that point in time, he had a reason to be really pissed off, and he's obviously not a vocal individual. And running around with knives in your hands get you arrested. So scratching walls was the best he could do.
Yeah. Oki has a comment that he has toes, so he could sign with his toes, but then also followed with or does he? Does he have toes?
We've never seen his feet. I don't know. They could be just wood stumps as far as we know. Team Wally.
No, we cannot give the robots birth certificates. We cannot do it.
But if they're alive, why not? I mean, Star Trek, Measure of a Man, they proved, Data has rights as a being and can make his own choices. Look, it's all over the place. We need to accept this.
No.
We do.
No.
He has knife toes, apparently.
His knife toes? Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was like, I was reading over here on this side of my screen, and I was like, wait, what? Knife toes. He has knife toes.
Yeah. One of my other comments was like, oh my God, phones attached to walls, listening to the radio, now an answering machine? That's crazy.
I had all those things.
Yeah. We all had all of those things at some point in time.
Oh, yeah. I wrote, OMG, he made it snow for you, so he just lives alone all this time. How does he... And then... and then... ... How does he eat? But he doesn't, because he's a robot.
But that's he does consume things. But if he doesn't... the technical term, defecate... where is these things going? That is a true question.
Oh wait, yeah, he does eat. He eats dinner with them.
Yeah, and at the barbecue, the women start feeding him food. And he's like, that's delicious. Okay. I have to bring this up. For years and years, I was like, what is ambrosia salad? I have never had a reason to actually look it up. By the end of the movie, I didn't care anymore. And I was just like, whatever.
Did you look it up though?
Oh yeah, I looked it up. And I am sorry, but it is disgusting.
I don't even know what it is.
There's nothing about it that seems interesting. So this is right from Wikipedia. And when I read this, I was just like, oh my God, please no. And apparently ambrosia salad is an American variety of fruit salad. Most ambrosia recipes contain canned pineapple, canned mandarin oranges, canned orange sections, and mini marshmallows and coconut. Then they cover it in some sort of dairy product like mayonnaise, whipped cream, sour cream, cream cheese, pudding, yogurt, or cottage cheese. It can also include fruit and nuts, Marciano cherries, bananas, strawberries, peeled grapes, or crushed pecans. Nothing about that is appetizing, and I don't understand why they are doing this to themselves.
So it's a mix of a bunch of canned things and then whatever you had lying around the house.
Covered in some sort of cream of some
Covered in mayonnaise. Mayonnaise or whipped cream.
Or cottage cheese.
Or cottage cheese.
Or pudding. Or yogurt. Ugh.
Oh crap, I think I've had this before and didn't know what it... Did you enjoy it, Astrolith? Also, I love Oki's comment, but I can't say the first word because I have one of those in my house. And then she's going to ask me what I want. But I love that you need to prove you were legally transported to this country from your place of birth. Where is your place of birth? Is it where you got turned on or where you were manufactured?
I would say it's where you're manufactured. Like Bender is from Mexico. We know that. Bender Bending Rodriguez. It's fun. These are the things I do. I'm sorry, Erika. I know. As you sit there just blinking at me like, oh, whatever.
It was at a family reunion. You don't know if you enjoyed it? You probably didn't enjoy it then. Honestly, if you don't remember it, you were like, ugh. Okay, but pineapples with marshmallows and Cool Whip slaps. Really?
I mean, maybe that's something I'll just have to try at some point in time. I don't know.
If I'm ever allowed to have a party again, you can make that. Although I can have a housewarming party when I move. It's just only my bubble can come. Right? Because like we've all hung out. We all hung out on Saturday. So can we all sit in my apartment together?
Yeah, but we have to sit spaced apart. That's all. And then you have to wipe things down when we leave.
But we sit beside each other all the time. Like I literally could have come to your house to record this podcast.
Technically, that is true. Yes. Well, no, because I don't have the same setup as you do, and that would just been annoying.
No, we wouldn't have been able to put it online, like on Twitch online.
Yeah.
You just recorded it and like put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
My family calls it green stuff because we dye it green for Christmas.
Oh God.
No. Does it have Jello in it too?
No, there was another thing I found. Look, let me Google this again because
Black
I found
Magic
like, a whole bunch of stuff.
Sorry, Black Magic wants to remind all of us that it is a limit of 10 people now. Inside, right? That's what the inside one is. And outside's 25 now?
Yeah.
I don't have 10 friends. It's fine.
So there's actually something called Jello salad as well, which is made with flavored gelatin, fruit, and something grated like carrots or other vegetables.
This is all US things, right?
Yeah.
This isn't a Canadian, like... Are these American dishes? I've never been to a party with these.
Apparently these things were very popular in the 1960s and are now considered retro. That's what it says.
Black Magic, I want to let you know that there's far less than 10 people in a theater. It's fine. Mm-hmm. There's no one going to the movies. Tracy and I went to the movies. There was 7 of us.
Yeah. In like a 200-seater theater. And
yeah.
It was fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay. Nobody's going to the movies right now. But schools I don't get. The school part bugs me. And
well, that's the thing. When we went, I had mentioned to you that like if it's packed, I'm not gonna go in.
Yeah.
We got there and we're just like, oh, this is fine.
We took social media things because there was no one there. Also, the school thing that I just learned, because I've got friends that have really little kids, grade 4 and under are not mandatory to wear a mask. But like...
But I also think they're like the worst people because they're the ones who's going to be like touching each other's faces and rolling around and, you know, just would actually cough at each other. Let me stop waving my hands in front of the camera.
Apparently, my one friend's daughter, they're allowed to take their masks off at their desks because they are 6 feet from each other. So if they're sitting at their desk, if all the kids are at their desks, they can take their masks off. But once they like are getting ready to go for recess, they have to put it's the same as like I guess when we were at the restaurant. Like the second you stand up your table, you have to put your mask on, or drunk Erika is going to yell at you from across the restaurant to put your mask on. It happened.
Yeah. Beware of drunk Erika. She will get you.
Drunk Erika is not a fan of people that don't wear masks. And Black Magic's now apologizing for this tangent.
It's okay.
The people need to know. Wear your freaking masks.
We're putting information out there. People need this.
Please wear a mask, and if you're not going to wear a mask, please stay home.
Yeah. Anyway, but so I'm gonna tangent back to the movie where I like, despite the fact that I hate Joyce with a passion, I think she's a horrible person.
Wait, who's that?
Joyce is the really like.
Is she the religious one?
No, she's the one who keeps trying to have sex with.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
she's a gross individual. Everything about her is horrible. But also, I kind of hate everybody besides the Boggs in the whole movie. Like all of their neighbors, and well, except for that one black cop guy though, who was just like, I know it's not your fault. You are not completely with it. I'm gonna try and take care of you. He tried to help him.
Yeah.
But everybody else in that neighborhood are the worst people I've ever seen anywhere. They can all go to hell. It's fine.
They're all terrible. All of them are terrible. Well, Peg's not terrible. Peg's not terrible.
Yeah, she's part of the Boggs. So the family that he's with.
Yeah.
I like them.
Yeah.
I think they're great. But everybody else in that neighborhood, they're horrible people.
Yes.
Yes. But anyways, my tangent was...
I'm gonna watch this movie.
was Joyce had a really, like, I like her taste in music, which is fine, because every time you go to her house, she's listening to Tom Jones. And I was just very entertained by Delilah, and it's not unusual, because I was just like, let me do this. Yeah, it's fine. This is the thing I picked up. It's okay.
I'm just singing it now. And dancing. But I only sing during Paper Mario and Hollow Knight.
What?
Yeah, because it's always me singing. It's always me singing like, I don't know where I am. Is this the right way? Stop fucking killing me. Those are my songs.
The funny thing is I do that in real life sometimes.
Oh, I do too.
And you make fun of me while I do it.
No, I don't make fun of you. I just look at you because inside I was doing it. I do it all the time too. I was like packing the other day and I was like, packing up my books. Gonna put this here. Mm-hmm. And then I'm always like, Martin, where are you? Where is he?
He's hiding somewhere.
He's probably sleeping on my pillow. Sorry, I dropped my finger in my eye.
Yeah, but I do like the random songs, narrating what I am doing moments.
Oh, love them. Love them.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else? I was like, this was a happy, wholesome movie, and then it just like turned really dark.
It turns really dark. Yeah. I have one note though about the part where he's like cutting the hair, and every time like the angle, when you just see him. And his like scissors are going, but you can't see what he's cutting.
Yeah.
And it's clearly just somebody throwing things.
They're just throwing like dog hair that you got off like the dog brush. Because that's what like Martin's hair looks like when I brush him. And then I just like, okay, cat hair or whatever, same thing. And you just like, that's just what they're throwing. They brushed a bunch of like poodles and then called it a day.
They just threw it up in the air.
Yeah.
Which I thought was hilarious. I also felt sorry for those dogs because I'm just like, those are hideous haircuts for the dogs.
No, the dog ones were cute. The ladies' ones were terrible.
No, they weren't cute. I felt sorry for the poodle with the puffs all over it, and
no,
the
one he
so
shaved cute.
To look like a lion, where he's got like a big mane, but like his whole body is completely shaven, a little thing on his tail.
You know that's how they shave a lot of cats, right?
Yeah, I know, and it makes me sad.
Yeah, my mom wants to shave Frankie like that.
No.
Yeah, because she's got mats in her fur.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
yeah, so you gotta cut it nice.
Yeah, like, it's like my mom just should probably brush her a bit more. But like, she's so big she can't reach part of her body to clean it.
Mm-hmm.
So then my mom wants to just shave her.
Yeah, but shave all of her, don't.
No, they're gonna shave her like a lion. That's what they do. They can't shave all of it. They can't shave the bottoms of their feet, the tip of the tail, or around their face. They just shave. Yeah. They just shave the body, the torso.
Yeah. That we if she does do it, you got to send me a picture. I'm gonna laugh at it.
I can show you a picture of it might not be on Instagram anymore. One of my coworkers just had it done to her cat.
My thing is there's like there was like a competition show on TV where it's like a dog show, but it's not like a regular dog show. It's like they have themes and like they'll shave the Simpsons into like the body of a dog and like dye it the right colors and stuff. And I was just like, I feel so sorry for these animals. It's so weird.
It's gone. I don't have it for you.
I don't have it. It's fine. I'm disappointed, but it's fine.
Sorry. The people from work are having an Instagram chat about something.
Okay. Tell them you should be doing checking out like this podcast first. Not doing
Well, I
that.
think Scott was. I don't know if he's still here, but he said he would be. He was here for a little bit at the beginning. I don't know, but I told my team, and apparently their boss telling them wasn't enough for them to show up.
So they're all fired tomorrow. Gotcha. Thank you.
So I'll be looking for 4 new developers, HTML, CSS, and then one of you needs to know SQL and Python. That'd be great. Thank you.
Done and done.
Sorry, not 4, 3. Scott came, so it's fine.
So he's good. He's good.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Tangents. Such tangents.
Yeah.
I just have a lot of me trying to figure out if he was real or not.
Yeah, that's one thing. I don't know. I think I find when a movie doesn't try to over-explain something sometimes works.
I have one question. How does he control the scissors? Because it's not just like one scissor in each hand. It's like a lot of scissors. So how does he control what scissors are doing what? Like when he's cutting their hair.
Well, I think it's probably set up the same way your hand is set up, or how they set up like prosthetics where they connect things to like your nerves and nerve impulses and stuff.
Okay.
So because he was in the process of getting him hands, there has to be a way for him to move his fingers. So you probably set it up so, you know, he's got like his fingers can thing.
His fingers can thing.
And, you know,
okay.
And they're just behind it. That's all.
So second question.
Yeah.
If he had planned the whole time to give this guy real hands at some point, why did he pick scissors as the temporary fingers?
Maybe he was originally a scissors machine.
No, he made cookies. He was the cookie machine. Was he not the cookie robot?
But wasn't he one of the ones that... But he had a whole bunch of different robots. Because so there was the ones that had like the wheel thing. Then there was the ones that had like the cookie cutter part. And then there was the one that had like... It had like cutting things on it. Did I not... Wasn't that there?
I only remember seeing the one robot that he held the heart up to.
See, Black Magic where you always get going. It's fine.
I didn't ignore it. I was waiting for the conversation to lull before catching up on chat.
No worries.
I don't... It's the same as Wolverine. I guess...
No, Wolverine is different because Wolverine has fingers, and then he has like an extra...
And they
extra thing that comes out.
They just like shoot out. He can't control one at a time.
Yeah.
The way his hand goes is what happens with them.
Yeah, exactly. And like every time Wolverine's claws come out, he actually rips his flesh, and that's why it's good for him that he has like a healing factor because that what heals his hands quickly.
Could you imagine being Wolverine right now and having to use hand sanitizer?
That would... Well, no, he doesn't. No, see, he doesn't have like paper cuts and stuff. All those things are closed up. He'd be fine.
He heals like right away?
With small cuts like that, yeah.
Okay. All right. I like that that's a small cut. A thing shooting out between your knuckles is a small cut.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Apparently he is cute though.
And also apparently Wolverine doesn't need hand sanitizer because he is immune to diseases. So, I mean, he's not wrong.
You're not wrong, but if he walked into a grocery store, they'd still be like, mask and hand sanitizer, please.
That is true.
Because they're not going to look at him and be like, oh, you're Wolverine, you're fine. They're going to be like, you're the dude that needs groceries. Put some fucking hand sanitizer on and wear a mask. And then if he didn't, I'd be the drunk girl being like, excuse me, can you put your mask on? You should probably put your mask on. Can you?
Yeah, he'd be like, whatever, bub, and walk away. It'd be fine.
Wolverine would be the antidote to COVID. Okay, well, where is he? Because we could use this right now. I need socialization again.
Yeah. You realize he's a fictional character, right?
No, he's not.
Okay. He's not.
He lives in Vancouver at the Athabasca. No, not Athabasca. Oh my God, what is the university they film at?
He is dead. That is true.
He's never dead if he lives on in your heart.
Also, I think that movie takes place in like 2029, I think is what it said it was. So we have a little while. So he's technically still hanging around, but his healing factor is reducing, losing power.
Then maybe we shouldn't use him for COVID.
Yeah, but that's because he's getting adamantium poisoning. There's a difference.
Oh, well, I don't want a vaccine made of somebody that has poisoning in them.
Yeah, but if we don't have the metal in us, so we would be fine.
All right.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Okay. I haven't seen Wolverine.
First of all, it's Logan.
Okay, whatever. I haven't seen Logan. I've only seen the X-Men movies.
Oh, God, yeah. There are so many things wrong.
Don't you just love me?
I do. I love that this is coming out this late in our friendship, because if this came out earlier, I'd just been like, I gotta go. This isn't working.
Okay, but like I encountered you a lot of swearing before we became friends, and I still wanted to be your friend. So just because this is a thing shouldn't stop you from being my friend.
That is true.
Because like you swore a lot when I had to edit those videos.
It was pretty entertaining overall. That is for sure.
No, because then they didn't end up using the videos I spent all that time editing on.
Not acceptable. I didn't know that. I just got paid for it. It's fine.
Didn't you have to re-record them?
Did I? No, the ones you were editing was the re-record, and it was a short timeline. That's
why okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Whatever. I have 10 minutes until I usually wrap up my stream and go for my walk.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
So if there's anything else you want to chat about.
No, I'm at the end of my notes, honestly.
Does anybody in chat have any more comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, opinions, life updates?
I think my thing with this movie is that my notes are very far in between, because I like the movie and I was just getting like lost in the overall thing, right?
All my notes are just like, okay, but how? But why? Okay, that's stupid.
Yeah.
I hated the boyfriend. I really freaking hated the boyfriend.
Yeah.
So much.
He used to be the giant nerd, and then he just became a big asshole. He had to be like completely opposite to what he was before.
Who is it?
Anthony Michael Hall. So he's part of the Brat Pack. So he was in like 16 Candles and Breakfast Club. He played the nerd.
Oh, there he is. I couldn't find him on the list. He's the 4th character in IMDb.
Yeah, he's well known, especially for that time period. He would have been well known.
Have you seen him in anything? Oh, I watched Psych. That was funny.
Wait,
I watched Awkward.
The John Hughes movies?
The what movies?
The John Hughes movies?
Yeah.
Have you seen The Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
The nerd.
He's the nerd in The Breakfast Club?
Yes, he is.
No.
Yep.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. Apparently you have to do this again. Astrolith really enjoyed it.
Okay, good. I was very worried that people would be like, "Ooh, this is the worst thing ever." So I'm very happy that you enjoyed it.
We need a Deadpool Edward Scissorhands crossover where they kill bad guys. Yeah, okay, I'd be down for that.
I would definitely be down with that.
And Oki says, "Yeah, I hope you guys do this again." Oh, what's your favorite Tim Burton movie?
Oof. That's a good question. Honestly, I love the movie Big Fish. It is not one that people averagely pick, but I love Big Fish.
Did you do that one recently?
Yeah, we did it. Would have been last year. I think we did it.
Oh, last year? Oh, I was just listening to it at work.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so my favorite Tim Burton movie is the original Frankenweenie. Not the new one. The original.
The short, the little animated short?
It wasn't animated. the original one I believe wasn't animated. I think was the original one animated?
Well, because I went to this Tim Burton exhibit thing, and they showed some of his early
No,
things that were made into like short animations, and then they expanded it.
So the original one wasn't animated. The one that came out in 2012 was the animated version where they expanded it. But the original one was at you could only watch it if you had the Nightmare Before Christmas special edition. And it was at the beginning of that movie.
Oh, okay.
And I loved that one. I also loved Vincent. I'm just looking through his list here.
Oh, Vincent was really good too.
I really liked Vincent, but like my favorite one my favorite like movie, like full on movie, is a tie either between Sleepy Hollow and Nightmare Before Christmas.
Ooh, I do like Sleepy Hollow as well, but I'm gonna stick with Big Fish.
That's a good, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I think the thing is with Big Fish is that it's just so much. It's light. I think is what the thing I like about it.
Yeah,
the most. I think it's one of his few movies that are actually like, it's very bright, it's very colorful, but not in like this dark, shadowy way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because like you even have movies that are technically bright and colorful, like Willy Wonka, but there's something really oppressive to that movie that makes it not as whimsical.
No, like the songs were fun, but
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, if you think too hard about that movie, you see how dark it really is. And you're like, oh.
Black Magic says that they can get behind Beetlejuice, but only because it's one of the 4 movies where Alec Baldwin isn't a bad guy.
Yeah.
I have never seen all of Beetlejuice, mainly because, hey, I told you this story before. You cannot get mad at me. My dad and my sister were watching it, and I was a very small child. I want to say 3 or 4. And I saw a part that scared me, and I've just never gone back to it. But it's Michael Keaton, isn't it?
Yeah, he's Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
but there are a few legitimately scary scenes in that movie that are. Yeah. Now they've definitely, because of you've seen CGI and like better makeup and all that kind of stuff. They use a lot of practical effects. But definitely at the time, that would have just been like, whoa, that's a lot to take.
Yeah, sure. So like, I'm sure if I rewatched it now, I'd be fine. But I don't know. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's like me. I have no reason to be afraid of Doctor Who, but I have this guttural response to the theme song when I hear it from my childhood where I'm just like, I can't do this. And I just don't watch it.
And that's me when somebody talks about Beetlejuice. My stomach is just like, nope. Don't want to be a part of this. Astrelith is saying that you just watched the new Frankenweenie. It's not live action. No, it's a cartoon one. I saw the booth too. It was at a Fan Expo in 2008. No. What was 8 years ago? 2012? Was it 2012?
Yes.
Yeah, 2012. I went with my nerdy friends that I played baseball with.
Well, that's always fun.
Yeah, they couldn't leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
They were just like, come this way. And I was like, okay. And then I went the next year by myself. Well, not by myself, but like I went with them and I was like, I want to go all the time. It was great.
So Fan Expo? Yeah, Fan Expo is great.
Yeah, I really liked it.
More than 10 years now.
I really liked it.
Except for this year. It's been a while.
Nightmare Before Christmas is one of Astralist's favorite. And then what happens to you and I when we watch those certain movies happens to her when she watches The Mask. With a Jim Carrey mask. I've never seen The Mask.
I remember seeing that movie in the theater when it first came out. I remember that.
Ernest Scared Stupid? Really? Oh my God, I remember watching the Ernest movies. I remember my dad and I used to watch the Ernest movies all the time.
Oh my God.
Wait, hold on. Am I missing something?
I don't know. They've just switched over to Ernest movies.
And no, it's... Wait a second.
What?
Black Magic, when did you subscribe to me? I've never seen the notification for it, but now you have a little first beside your name. What? How did I don't even know what's happening. Sorry, it's so the first 10 people that subscribe to my channel get a little founder's badge beside their name. And there's one showing up beside Black Magic's. But I didn't get a notification or anything. Ever.
So,
Did it just happen? I feel like it just happened. I don't know. Just happened. There it is. Oh, Astralist just subscribed too. What? Free sub a few minutes ago took forever to show up. Oh, what?
Love it.
What? Thanks, everybody. Again, there will be a tier 1 emoji if Twitch could frickin' approve it. It's Martin's face. It's cute.
It's very cute. I've seen it.
It's cute.
Both Martin and the emoji. Adorable.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks. Okay, sorry. Back to chat. Ernest goes to camp. That's the one I remember. I remember Ernest goes to the camp the most.
Yeah. They were all great, actually. The funny thing is, when I was a kid, I was like, these are funny. And then I got to a point where I was like, these are stupid. And now I'm just like, oh, nostalgia. It'd be great to see an Ernest movie again. It's weird.
Do you have any?
I do not, actually. I really should get one or two.
Okay, so what I'm learning from this is that you can continue your Off the Shelf podcast, and then once every 2 weeks, the opposite week of your podcast, I need to get you on my Twitch stream, and we need to talk about a stupid movie that's not on your shelf.
Oh my god, we need to talk about Demolition Man then.
No, we're talking about Barbie Princess and the Pauper. And then Ernest goes to camp.
And the Elmo poop movie.
And Elmo's potty time. There's so many.
There's so many.
I'm going to forget them all. We're going to have to put them in the Discord so I don't forget. But this was...
We have it recorded. We'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah, we will. Rewatch recording. Psh, who does that? Yeah, no, I quite enjoyed this. I think we should do this more often. I had a good time.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I was very nervous. I didn't know if I'd be able to, keep up with all of it, but everybody was great.
Yeah, it was. Sorry, I was reading the chat.
Yeah. Jean-Claude Van Johnson. Great series.
I have all those movies. Can I borrow them? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. I do have to go for a walk before it gets too late and cold. What's the weather out here? Has anybody been outside lately?
I have not been outside in like 3 days, so we'll see.
I'm drastically losing my step challenge. Oh my god, it's 14, feels like 12.
Ooh, that's legitimately cold. I don't like that.
I'm 8,000 steps behind the second last person in my step challenge. Is it even worth going outside? I'm so far behind. But
you could totally beat them. I think you could do it.
No, I can't. I just walked 2 blocks. I was about to say the street I walked to, and I was like, can't say that on it. What's 12 in Fahrenheit? Oh,
like a equation.
Yeah, but there's also a thing. Hold on. Oh, right, because you're in the States. 12 Celsius to Fahrenheit. It's 53. It'd be 53 Fahrenheit. We've got all that West Coast smoke, too. Oh, geez, no. Yeah, it's pretty chilly. I'm going to have to put a sweater on, and I'd have to change my pants.
Yeah. Gonna have to do it.
It's fine. I do need to go for a walk, though. I need to stretch my legs a little.
Wait. All right, so I guess we can do the closer. So Erika, thank you so much for letting me take over your stream today.
You're welcome. I didn't know if you wanted me to say anything.
Yeah. And go ahead, plug your stream and your socials.
Wow, now I'm like, words. So my Twitch stream's usually Animal Crossing, Paper Mario, and Hollow Knight. I stream Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday. In the evening, Standard Eastern Time, usually 6 or 7 p.m. And then I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, all at Hi, I'm Erika as well. And
your Twitch stream is Hi, I'm Erika _.
Yes, because somebody has Hi, I'm Erika.
Which is horrible. Horrible, I tell you.
I don't even think they stream.
Oh, no. It's just for them.
It's the same as Twitter. Somebody has Hi, I'm Erika, and their name is like Jane. And they don't tweet. So my Twitter handle is Hi, I'm Erika with an _ as well.
Crazy.
I know, right?
Crazy.
I'm Erika.
This is the right Erika, everybody. Just remember that.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for this episode of Off My Shelf. Until next time, you can follow along on Instagram and Twitter at ohmyshelf, or you can send an email to ohmyshelf@gmail.com. On the next episode, we are going to be talking about election and equilibrium. Hope you'll be here to listen. And see, we're done. That's it.
Who's doing equilibrium with you? Is it Sarah?
My friend Jessica is doing that episode with me. But Sarah's actually going to be on the episode after that. She's going to come and talk to me about Family Guy. She's the only person I could talk to about doing it. So
I can't. No thanks. Do you think you're going to do a Twitch stream?
For those, no. But you are back on in November.
Oh shit, am I?
You're back for Fargo and Ferris Bueller's Day Off, so we can do it then.
Which Fargo the movie, not Fargo the TV show?
Correct.
Okay, so Tracy will be back in November, unless we can somewhat convince her that she needs to start doing this more regularly, even if it's just her face.
That is true. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll see. You think I should?
Okay. I think you should. All right.
All right.
Yeah, Thank you
so much, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us in chat. And thank you, Black Magic and Astralis, to the subscriptions. It is September, so you save some money, and that really supports me. And I will be back on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. for Animal Crossing. I will be visiting islands, as I tend to do on Saturdays, versus, fixing up my own island. Yeah. So, and Oki, if you need more apples, let me know. I've got an orchard again. Otherwise, thanks everybody, and I hope everybody has a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you guys are. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, we stopped streaming.